Well, good evening, Panther fans, and welcome to the Coach Lee Doty Coaches Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmerville. I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Danny and Miss Monica Benoit and their support of Panther football. If you're looking for a vehicle, head on up to Farmerville, and they'll take good care of you. Well, Coach, welcome tonight, and how's the week going so far?
It's been a good week. Just really enjoying the weather, and just the cool weather and being outside without sweating through your clothes 3 times has just been awesome.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, let's get started tonight. We want to take a few moments and recognize our McDonald's Senior Spotlight with Miss Jennifer Thomas from McDonald's. So, Coach, who are our seniors that will also serve as our team captains this week?
Well, this week we got Jackson Sterlington, our kicker, and we got Tanner Bostic, our wide receiver, who will be our captains this week. Come on up, guys. Come on behind us back here, Tanner. Miss Jennifer Thomas has got their bags ready to go. We missed her last week.
Smile, Jennifer.
But these will be our captains this week, and they're also our spotlight players this week. And Jackson Sterlington here, he's been with us this is his 4th year, kicks for us. Also a mighty fine soccer player, does a good job for us. Jackson's always there and does what he's supposed to do, and we really appreciate him for that. Tanner is also a 4th-year player, and Tanner, he's another guy that works hard and loves the weight room, and you can tell by the way he looks. And, glad to have them. But these are 2 guys that are program guys and been with us, and we're glad that they stuck with it and glad to have them. These will be our captains tonight, so let's give them a hand. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Well, Coach, before we talk about last week's game, I know you and I started this last week, and I thought it went really well. A chance to talk about our JV a little bit. JV played another game last night and took care of business at home against Carroll. I believe you guys won 35-0. What stood out to you last night, and who were some guys that made a difference for you on Monday night?
Well, it was just fun to watch our kids get out there and compete. Those guys, I talked before about how they work hard all week long. It's always great to see them guys get out there and get to participate in a game. And, they got after Carroll pretty good from the get-go last night. Our fullback, Gavin Evans, had a good night. Really got in there and run the ball hard. I thought our offensive line played really well. Cullen Barnett had a nice touchdown catch for us, and just offensively, I believe we scored every time we got the ball, except the last drive when we knelt on it. But just getting after it, man. The kids are really enjoying it. Defensively, I thought we ran to the ball very well. I thought we tackled well. Gang tackling, 2 or 3 people around the ball all the time. And it's fun. It's fun watching guys who really enjoy it. Sam Frazier's a guy last night made a couple big plays for us. And, Sam's been around the field house since I got here 7 years ago. And, that makes, when Sam was in the 1st or 2nd grade, he was around the field house playing football and hanging out with those guys. So, you can tell it means something to Sam to be a Panther. And he just made a couple great plays last night, along with some other guys. And I hate to just go through and miss people. But, we see Jack Henry getting better. This is only his 2nd year to play football, so he's getting better. And it's just a fun group to watch. So really proud for them. And, we got one more game left. It'll be the week after fall break. We go to Wasman. That'll be our last JV game. So, these guys got a chance to put together an undefeated season. So, they're excited about that opportunity. So we'll work here in the next 2 weeks and try to get better and go down there to Wasman and finish this thing up.
Well, Coach, if folks want to go watch that game in a couple of weeks at Wasman, what's the admission into a JV game?
Well, we charge $5.
Okay.
And it'll start at 6 o'clock down there, and I figure Wasman will charge $5 as well. So, but yeah, it'll be a fun atmosphere down there. I don't know what they've done, and right now we just hope they'll play. We want to finish this season, and we've been very fortunate that we've only missed one JV game, and a lot of times when you schedule 7 or 8, you end up playing 4 or 5. So, right. And that was a weather-related incident. So just excited they're getting to play and getting better.
Yeah. Well, Coach, again, congratulations to those guys, and always fun to win. Speaking of winning, Friday night you guys are able to get back on the right side of the scoreboard with a big 36-20 win down at Richwood. And so, Coach, you said your primary or the one thing you wanted to get better at last week was on the scoreboard. So how's it feel sitting here on Tuesday talking about a win versus the last couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, it feels great, and I thought we beat a good team. And but, you know, it was a fun game. And, you know, I thought our kids went out and did what they had to do, especially offensively early. And, you know, we made a big interception. I think that kind of changed the game because instead of waiting for something bad to happen, we made something good happen.
Yeah.
But it was a fun game. You know, I enjoyed it.
Well, Coach, you mentioned that Richwood offense really, and you and I talked about the speed that they had, especially I believe Butler was number 0 back in the backfield, really a kid that can move. Quarterback seemed to do a good job with their kind of RPO type style of things that they did. But your defense seemed to rise to the challenge. You held them to 6 points in the first half, and I think in the first 3 quarters. What were your thoughts on your defense first half into the second half?
Much improved. Much improved alignment, much improved tackling, much improved coverage. You know, just saw a lot more good things this week than we've been seeing. And listen, Richwood is fast, if not faster, than anybody we played. So, you know, we're in the right places, and our kids, you know, made big plays when they had to make a play. And I think we were 36-6 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. So, you know, it was a good job by our defense, but, man, we played so many young kids.
Yeah.
You know, we ended up playing three different freshmen on defense, and I think we ended up playing maybe 3 or 4 sophomores. Offensively, you know, we played – I think we had 8 sophomores that played. You know, this was during when the game was on the line type stuff. So, you know, just playing a lot of young guys, but those guys rose to the occasion.
Yeah, Coach, I thought defensively, you guys did. There was a little bit more of a swarm mentality to the football. It wasn't a lot of one-on-one matchups. You had guys that seemed to flock to the football and fly to the ball. And it was good to see, just from a fan perspective, just seeing those guys again to kind of crank it up a gear.
Well, we had a good week of practice. You know, we changed our scout team stuff up a little bit and had better guys on the scout team, a little bit faster guys. And, you know, that made us move faster during practice, and we kind of got a good look. And so I think that helped out a whole lot by doing that. And, you know, those scout teams, man, they're very important. So we actually took a lot of our defensive guys and just made them offensive guys for a couple of days. And, you know, and it was a lot better for us, gave us a good look, and they did a great job.
Well, Coach, offensively, you guys came out and really kind of just went downhill straight at them. And had some success. You got a couple of sustained drives and were able to put a couple scores on the board before halftime. What were you guys seeing from your offense and just being able to control the ball in that first half?
Well, we were shifting our front, and occasionally, you know, they would overshift or undershift and kind of got them out of position, and, you know, just kind of opened up our veer really well and got our toss going a little bit. But they had trouble with the shift a little bit, and we thought they might, and, you know, I told Bobby and them last week, you know, they just wanted to do this and that. And I said, you know, what I'd really love to see is us just hammer them, you know, and drive them off the ball and let them know that we're going to be here all night. Yeah. You know, this is what we're going to do. And, but, you know, boy, they're big and fast and physical and up front. And, you know, they stoned us several times trying to run the ball. But, you know, we stuck to the game plan.
Third quarter comes out, and your defense pitches a shutout. You get 21 points from your offense. How did you feel your guys responded to whatever you said to them, or maybe what did you say to them at halftime that really got them kind of locked in even more so that third quarter?
Well, for the first time this year, we got the ball after halftime.
Yeah.
And I know people don't really think about that, but, I mean, it was good going in with the lead and knowing you were getting the ball back, and we knew that we needed to go down and put the, you know, score right there. And that gave us kind of some momentum for sure in the second half. And then we got the turnover, which was huge. And but you know, just going in and scoring and doing what we used to do. When the defense would get a stop, we used to go score. We'd get a turnover, we'd go score. So it was good to see us get back to those type of things. Yeah,
well, Coach, in that fourth quarter, I mean, you guys did finally, it felt like for the first time in a few weeks, had some breathing room, kind of be able to do that. I know in your post game with Amanda, you mentioned that I think you'd sub some guys a little early there, early fourth quarter, just trying to get some guys some reps. And you mentioned maybe taking your foot off the gas a little bit early. on that. So my question for you is, what goes into the decision to begin to sub guys in moments like that, and how do you decide if it's too early or if it's time? What goes into that decision?
Well, we had played so many young guys to begin with. We really didn't have a whole lot to sub, and but I mean, you don't want, just to be honest with you, you don't want Tramel Colvin carrying the ball when you're up 36-6 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You don't really want Mason in there doing those type of things, and that's just being honest. But when those other kids get their chance, they can't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And you see when we turn the ball over, we don't react very well defensively. And, I just hate that we turned the ball over. I think that extended the game 30 more minutes.
Right.
We had 5 minutes left in the game. We fumble. We're up 36-6, and it just seemed like we were there for another whole quarter.
Yeah.
And so, we got to get better at that. And but, young kids are going to make mistakes, and we got to live with it. But you got to be able, if you want to build a program, or you want to sustain a program, those young kids have got to get in when you're up 36-6, and sometimes you just got to hang on.
Yeah.
But if you want to just have a great team, then you just let them sit over there, and if it means a lot to you, scoring 49 points on somebody, then, good luck next year.
Right. Coach, that's well said. Well, Coach, you mentioned you did have a lot of young guys that played early, and some of that due to injury, some of that just because guys had earned a spot to do that. What did you learn about – let's talk about the guys that actually did start for you and played a lot Friday night. What did you learn about those guys and their performance?
Well, I can tell you, if I had been sitting here 6 weeks ago and you told me we've been playing this many young kids, I wouldn't have believed you, Yeah. But, just names, I thought Trey Birch came in. He didn't start the game, but he played most of the game. I thought he did a really good job at linebacker. He's got a chance to be really good. Sam Frazier's guy I mentioned last night, he came in and he played some special teams and did really good. We had Michael Bozeman start at center the other night for us. David Roach started at guard for us, both sophomores, both first-time starters on the road in a district must-win game,
right.
And those guys tipped the scale at about 170 each probably,
Yeah.
So, we, like I said, we're just happy they went out there and performed, and, good to see. Good to see.
So, Coach, again, congrats on the win. Coach, I know you did tell me you do have one player of the week brought to us by First Security Title of Monroe. And so, Coach, who was your player of the week this week?
It's going to be Ian Magoo. I'm going to honor Ian with the player of the week this week. Ian did a great job. He graded out at 86 or 89. 86. You had an 89 earlier this year, though. And, that means that 86% of the time he did his job, what he's supposed to do. And, you got to wonder if you can get everybody at 80% or above, you'd be unstoppable. But he did this after moving positions.
Right.
He's been starting for us at center, and we had an injury that, that he had to move out to tackle for. And that was the reason why Bozeman had to come in and start at center for us. So, this guy worked basically 2.5 days at a new position and graded out at 86%. And, it just means a lot to Ian.
Yeah.
That's obvious. And, the losses hurt him. The wins feel good to him. And he's a team leader. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he doesn't have to. But, I guarantee you all of our guys respect him, and so do I. And he's our player of the week, and let's give him a big hand.
Congrats again.
Thanks, bud.
Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break and be right back with more of the Lee Doty Coaches Show in just a moment.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown.
Well, folks, welcome back to the Lee Doty Coaches Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmerville. Well, Coach, this week you guys make it back home for homecoming week to take on the Bastrop Rams. And a homecoming week, I know there's a lot of things that happen and go on with that. And so, coaches, before we talk about Bastrop coming to town, how do you manage keeping your team focused in a week like this when you've got dress-up days, you've got the homecoming court, and all those things that are happening? So you want to balance, keeping your kids focused, but also letting them enjoy kind of the week. How do you kind of approach this week?
I don't think you can. Be honest about it. Keep them 100% focused. It's just too much going on. What you hope is you go out and you have good, crisp practices and, get them out in time to go do the things they want to do because they're still students too. So, mainly what we want to do is when we have them, make sure that they're focused when we have them. I don't expect them guys to leave and go to their presentations or whatever they got and, have their phone in their pocket watching game film. But
right.
I do expect when we have them to be focused and ready to go. And that's worked for us in the past. And you just hope that, it doesn't disrupt a whole lot of stuff during the school day is what you worry about more than any time. But our kids, when they're with us, they're focused. And, I think we'll be okay with that part.
Well, Coach, the Rams do come to town this Friday night, and Bastrop's kind of a new team on the schedule. They moved down from 4A to 3A or whatever it's called now. I've kind of gotten lost in the shuffle of what we're doing with these divisions and things. But they joined our district this year, and I believe, I was trying to look back, and, Coach, you maybe correct me on this, outside of one meeting in the Bayou Jam a few years ago, I don't think that Sterlington has ever played Bastrop in a full contest.
I don't think they have either, and it really blows my mind 9 miles apart.
Yeah.
And, and they never played. So, when the last coach was up there, Adrian, we talked about it, and, we thought we had it worked out, and then somebody had another date. And, it's been attempted several times, but it just ain't never worked out since I've been here. So, but, yeah, I think it's, it is the first time. I don't know, Miss Lucius. You remember?
I said I couldn't find it, and I've got a few years of history here and access to some more, but I couldn't find it.
I think it's the first time.
Well, first meeting with between the two schools, of course, a district meeting, so it wasn't really even a scheduling thing. It just had to happen. And Coach Bastrop comes in, and they've got a 1-4 record. They did get a win against Faraday, but the other weeks some lopsided losses in that. When you've looked at kind of their schedule, who they played, watched some film on them, what can you tell us about Bastrop this week?
Well, I think they kind of got a front-loaded schedule in the district, having to play, you line up and got to play Union Parish, and you got to line up and play Carroll, that's your first 2 district games. That's kind of front-loaded, that's rough right there. And, there's a lot of people that would take those 2 on the chin. But they're a young team. I counted today. I think they have 11 seniors. And then they have 34 10th and 11th graders. So, it's still a young team. I think they only got like 6 freshmen. It's a weird alignment how they got, but, they got 20-something sophomores and 14 or so juniors,
Yeah.
So, they're building a team for next year for sure. But, they got some guys that's scary, good, big, good-looking guys who can run. Their quarterback can absolutely fly, which always gives us trouble. I think the running back's a good player. They got a couple guys who can catch it. Defensively, they're long and tall and can run. They look a lot like Richwood, maybe not quite as big on the defensive line. But, it's they certainly got the ingredients there to give us some trouble.
Well, Coach, they do bring another spread to the table, and you mentioned the quarterback and the running back. Just looking at some film against Union Parish, Carroll, and I believe Faraday, maybe another one I watched, it seemed like they like to throw the ball a lot. So as you kind of coach up DBs and defensive line, with this quarterback, you mentioned from time to time that if you can get a guy off his spot, but if this guy's mobile, what's your approach to him and kind of trying to contain him running and throwing?
Well, I thought last week we did a good job in just dropping. And, we talked about that last week about just dropping and getting out of man and combo. We're just going to drop and try to keep everything in front of us, come up and tackle. And I thought we did a good job. I thought we've had 2 really good days of practice this week working on that again. And sometimes you just want, you might just want to leave that guy in the pocket and see if he can make those throws and drop and try to contain him instead of chasing him all over the yard,
Yeah.
we worked really hard on pass drops and on a pass defense. It'll be another good test for us. So anxious to see how our guys go out there and perform Friday night.
Well, Coach, for your offense, again, I would imagine it's another week where you just want to kind of hammer, go at it, take it downhill. They do like to have a little bit of size kind of on that defensive front, some big wide guys there, and seem to move to the football okay. So what are you guys looking for this week to have success on offense?
Just more of the same, hopefully be able to throw the ball more than we have. Worked on pass blocking, we're not very good at that, just to be honest with you. We're not very good at pass blocking right now, so it's hard to drop your quarterback back there and tell him to throw the ball when it's 10 people on him. And we worked hard on that this week, and we got Will back this week at tackle. That's going to help. We're getting closer to getting all of our guys back healthy offensive line-wise, and that's going to be great to have that because we've missed them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll have opportunity to run the ball some for sure, and but just trying to get them out of position some, and you don't want to run at their best players. You want to run at the guys that are not as good. So
right.
Trying to figure that out, and sometimes that takes a few snaps in the games to really find out who wants it and who don't.
Yeah. Well, Coach, one other thing I noticed about them, and this is just something I noticed, and I imagine we'll see it Friday night, and maybe they may do different things, but their kickoff alignment was pretty interesting to me. They actually drop almost like an offensive line down before they kick the football. Have you ever seen anything like that, or can you tell me what the advantage is of approaching it like that?
I haven't seen anything like it, but, I ain't going to tell you I might not try it.
Well, that works. But I'd never seen it
yeah,
before.
I think they get those guys in a sprinter stance, and they, it's instead of getting a 4-yard running start, they just come out of a sprinter stance, and I don't know if it makes it harder for you to count them, who you're going to block, and I don't know, but it's unique, and I kind of like it.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious if it, looking at it, and then I thought, does that open up some opportunities, and is it good enough that maybe it's just catch it and move to the offense?
I don't know, man. It'd be nice to take one to the house, though.
Always.
We worked on kickoff return and punt return. It would be nice to take one to the house, but it's a unique formation, and like I said, those guys getting in sprinter stance and getting down there, and like I said, I don't know why they do it, but it might be a question I'll ask him after the game.
There we go. Well, good luck this week, Coach. And Panther fans want to remind you, Sterlington versus Bastrop this Friday night at 7 o'clock, Panther Stadium for homecoming. If you can't make it, you can catch us on YouTube beginning at 6:15 with a replay of this coach's show. And then about 6:50, myself and William Handy will get you set for kickoff. Kickoff right at 7 o'clock. You can also go to shspantherfootball.com, catch the highlight videos, the hype video, game replays, and so much more. So I encourage you to go and check that out. And then also on Friday night, you'll find the Watch Live live stream link there on that same webpage. So hope that you'll join us for that. Coach, any final thoughts and words tonight before we wrap this up?
Well, we'll have homecoming during halftime Friday night, and all the girls will be dressed up real pretty, and hope everybody come see them. And we'll announce the queen that night at halftime, so I know everybody's excited about that too. So we need a really big crowd. It's homecoming. We only do this once a year. And hopefully everybody come out and join us and have a great night of football.
Well, weather should be perfect, Coach, so it should be a great night for some football in Panther Stadium. Well, folks, thanks for joining us tonight. Such a good time always here at Frenchman's Bend. Thank you to Ms. Bonnie and the team that provided this opportunity for us to be here. Thank you to the fans that came out tonight, players that were here, and we hope that you'll come join us on Friday night as the Panthers take on Bastrop for homecoming, 7 o'clock at Panther Stadium. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Go Panthers.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors, they're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
Said I was done, I'm back at it again. Back in the car, we spinning the bin. Slide on your man, I'ma shoot at your friend. Knock him down and then we do it again. Glock automatic, I change the pin. Pull up hijack and we change the VIN. Don't give a which lane you in. Nuck if you buck, not the brand out the skin. Tell him get low like we doing limbo. Cause I'm stepping for show, you get hit in your toe. Never aiming at your toe. That's where the tag going, not up the scope. Asking my bro, is he puffing on Joe? He was telling me no, it's the nigga we smoke. I didn't know until I seen a ghost, so I called a Ghostbusters and told him a boat. In the mask, he keep getting this on the cheek, she was laughing and blushing. Grabbing my heat, I be clutching for nothing. Crash out the league, get the up in the public. B223 told my nigga to tuck it. When I tell you bust it, you better start busting. I saw a witness, but I'm yelling it. I started a tuck and it got me a bucket. Assaulted the car when it was 7. When I turned 11, I told her to fail it. My nigga was naked, I knew I could smell it. When I'm feeling threatened, I turned into Melly. Free Melly. One pot, we made him drop. We spent this block, stand over tops. We never stop until like Glock go pop, pop, pop. Click, ayy, you know that I hit. I was up close when I spit in his shit. Bang the jit, then bang this bitch. 100 on it, no aim and shit. Burning, no cooler kit. Matte wax, no claiming it. Then see with the hammer, I'm too legit. I got it, this she really too she be throwing her fist when she ain't getting it. Really making me sick, but she do the one trick when she split on it. Got me so quick and she like a ticket. Her throat like a crick. Got me it's a brick, so I shot me a flick. Ayy, see my dog like Vic. Ayy.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Empire Media and Management. Any unauthorized reproduction is strictly prohibited.
Quarterback, the running back, pretty good. I watched a little of
little
it.
athletes. I did, and I just
I made it through about 3 quarters.
Good evening, Panther fans. Welcome to Panther Stadium here in Sterlington, Louisiana, as your Sterlington Panthers get set to take on the Bastrop Rams in the 2022 edition of Homecoming here at Sterlington. Lots of folks here celebrating the past and looking back and all the good things that have happened over the years, and also looking forward to the future. And William, looking forward to a great football game and getting a big homecoming win here at home tonight.
Yeah, this will be a great night tonight. The weather is ideal. I know we've been talking about this a lot, but this typical Sterlington weather, you know, you look over there to the right, you see that beautiful sky, and you got these temperatures that's perfect, and the Panthers are running out with the special teams flag and the American flag, and, boy, it just couldn't be any better with a space, is it, Odyssey 2000, whatever it is, Space Odyssey 2000. Whatever it is, it's cool. But, yeah, tonight being homecoming, we got the Bastrop Rams coming in tonight. And as far as we know, I know you asked Coach Doty this. I believe this is the first regular or season matchup ever between the Bastrop Rams and Sterlington Panthers. Of course, we did play them a few years back in Jamboree. But other than that, this will be the first meeting.
Yep, first 4 quarters between these two squads. And, folks, looks like we're fixing to pause for the national anthem and prayer. And when we come back, we'll get you set, talk a little bit about Bastrop, a little bit about your Panthers and kind of where we are. But we'll pause right here for the national anthem and the prayer.
And celebrate with us. Please help this game to go good and for there to be no injuries. Help us to have good sportsmanship and have a good time. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Well, Panther fans, we're back. I want to let you know tonight's premier sponsor is McDonald's. I want to say a special thank you to Ms. Jennifer Thomas and her team and all their support of Panther football. Tonight's game sponsor is Boyett's Flooring. Appreciate them and all the work they do here around our community and the work they do to support Panther football. Team captains tonight will be number 86, Jackson Sturdivant, number 84, Tanner Bostic, and number 16, Mason Lawhon for the Panthers. For Bastrop will be number 2, Jamarian Hawkins, T.Y. Manyweather, and number 8, Jalen Kennedy. And, William, while they get all that said, let's talk a little bit about that Bastrop Rams team. They do come in 1-4, got a win over Faraday, and have kind of had a hard go the other weeks playing teams like Union and Carroll. Doty said it best Tuesday night. They've had really a challenging start to district, opening up with Union and had to go to Carroll last week, I believe, and they bring in another spread offense tonight. A lot of athletes, a lot of challenges that we'll have to see a young defense kind of figure things out tonight and continue to make some progress. Yeah,
well, the nice thing about seeing this offense, we've seen it the last 2 weeks. Of course, they actually go back to Oak Grove. So you feel like they're starting to get comfortable in facing these. Of course, as you said early on, Bastrop brings a wealth of talent as far as athletes on that offensive side of the ball. Starts with the quarterback play. Hawkins, and just a superior athlete, and of course he's got the skill positions to go with him out in the receiving core, and also back in the backfield with Peyton. So I expect to see a wide open offense like we've been seeing, and so defensively
cover and tackle.
Defensively cover and tackle. On the other side of the ball, as far as Bastrop's defense goes, I think we'll have some opportunities there. We watched the Carroll game. Of course, Carroll is a very good program, good team. But, there should be some opportunities there for our offense to take advantage of.
Yeah, and I won't be surprised tonight if we don't come out and just kind of do what we did at Richwood last week, just really try to lay the hammer down and keep that offense over there. You don't have to tackle, worry about in space. If you keep them over there and take it down the field and put some points up.
Yeah, what do they always say about, say, Tom Brady, the best way to handle him is just keep him on the sideline.
That's right.
So the same way with Drew Brees, keep him on the sideline.
Well, Panther fans, looks like we are getting set. Just a moment ago, the Panthers did win the toss. They deferred to the second half. And so Aiden Parker will trot out with the kickoff team. This kickoff will be brought to you by David Bryant and the EXP team. And we will get set to begin this ball game week 3 of District 1-3A. We haven't talked enough about that, the change in the district number. We were 1A to 3A to 2A. Now we're District 1-3A.
1-3A.
So, folks, if you go looking for rankings and power ratings, look for District 1 now, not District 2.
Yeah.
And that may change next year. We'll see. Well, Aiden gets it teed up and will make his approach. Going to be a high kick, going to come down right about the 15, be taken there. That Panther coverage unit going to cover it up about the 28-yard line, and let's get you that defensive starting lineup brought to you by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. The defensive ends tonight, number 10, Javarius Himes and Kellen Hall. Number 58, defensive at the nose guard, Aaliyah Logo. The linebackers tonight, number 98, Amari Hatfield. Number 3, Jackson King. Number 41, Hayden Madden. And then the money position, number 23, Trey Birch. The corners tonight, number 17, Max Reisinger. Number 2, Dylan Downs. And the safeties, number 13, Jay Bonner. And number 6, Maddox Bryan. That lineup brought to you by First Baptist Church of Sterlington. Bastrop will come out and open up in an I formation. 2 receivers set to each side, H-back in front of the quarterback. There's a snap. He drops back looking for a quick hitch. Going to be off his hands, incomplete, and that'll bring up second down.
Had that quick hitch out there to the near side here, had Manyweather open. Just wasn't able to bring the ball in, fell incomplete. Coverage was there. It'll be second down and 10 for the Rams at their 28-yard line.
Rams stay in that 4 wide set, 2 set to each side, H-back set to the near side. Quarterback in the backfield by himself. Now brings the man in motion. Going to be a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards and be second down again.
That's what you would describe. Everybody offside but the center. I think that's how they did it in the NFL. So got to get that snap count down.
False start on everybody.
False start on the offensive line. So that'll back them up 5 yards. Takes the ball back to the 23-yard line of the Rams. They'll have it 2nd down and 15.
Rams look over the sideline, get their signal. We'll now send 2 receivers to the near side. Again, 2 receivers to the far side. This time, Peyton will be to the left of the quarterback in the backfield. Calls for it. There's a snap, a little high. Going to be a handoff straight up the middle. He's going to get just to the 29, so it'll be a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a Bears towing 3rd down for the Panthers.
Hall and Logo combined to make that stop. He was able to pick up 6 yards on that carry. Got it to the 29-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and 9 for the Rams.
This time again, 2 receivers set to each side. The running back to the left of the quarterback. Hawkins gets them set. Now calls for the ball. There it is. He drops back, looking downfield. Hall puts some pressure. Now the quarterback's going to look outside. Catch will be made at the 35-yard line. He'll be about 3 short, and that'll bring up a go overhead. 4th down for Bastrop.
Good job of the defense containing Hawkins. He tried to roll out this near side. Hayden Madden was coming at him with some pressure. He was able to complete the pass, but it was well short.
Looks like the Bastrop offense is pleading for them to go for it. I don't believe Coach Sherrod's going to go for that. He's going to go ahead and send the punting unit on. Jay Bonner will drop back for the Panthers. He'll stand around his own 40-yard line. 11-10 remaining here in the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Cross Keys Bank. Everybody gets set. Panthers bringing some pressure. There it is, little low snap. He gets a high kick off. Going to come down right about the 42 and be down right around the 44. Let's get you that FBC Sterlington starting lineup for your offense. The tackles tonight, number 59, Will Wachter, and number 70, Mitch Hodnett. The guards, number 78, David Roach, and number 62, Cooper Lyon. At center, number 60, Ian Magoo. Tight ends tonight, number 25, Brennan McCarthy, and number 83, Sean McNair. Wide receivers, number 9, John Barr, and 14, Jacob Breen. Quarterback, Mason Lawhon. Fullback, number 31, Brody Belanger, and number 1, Tremel Colvin at the tailback. Panthers come out, I formation, 2 receivers set to the near side. Toss back to Colvin on the near side, looking for some room. He's going to have a Downs Law Firm 1st down up into Ram territory at the 47-yard line.
That's why you'd like to see this start off. Nice job on that offensive line on this near side, giving him a good edge to get around. Colvin was able to bring it up this near side, pick up the first down.
The first down, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, he got it just over the mark to make. So ball's on the 47-yard line of the Rams, be 1st down and 10.
Panthers stay in twins formation, send the 2 receivers to the far side this time. There's a snap. Counter give to Colvin on that right side. He's looking for some room, got some blockers. Going to cut outside. Now he cuts it up. And he's to the 24-yard line with another Downs Law Firm. 1st down for the Panthers.
Well, some great blocking action on the front. The counter block really set that up. Colvin was able to cut inside, found his running lane, picked up those yards. That looked like Colvin from last year, planting that foot and hitting the running lane hard. Got the ball down to the 24-yard line of the Rams, be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
Number 91, Bax Young, has checked in at tight end for the Panthers. 2 tight, I formation, Barr set to the near side at the wide receiver position. There's the snap. Quick give straight ahead to Belanger. He'll get down to the 19 on a nice gain and set the Panthers up 2nd down in the Ron Bush red zone.
Yeah, that was just a nice job of that offensive line, just playing power football, pushing ahead. And that's what you want to see from your fullback, Belanger. You want to see him getting those yards, clipping off 4 to 5. When you get in a 2nd down and 5 and get ahead of the chains, it makes it a whole lot easier. Panthers have the ball at the Ram 19, be 2nd down and 5.
2 tight I formation again. Barr set to the near side. There's a snap, toss back to Colvin. He's coming near side, looking for room, got some blocks, makes a cut, now bounces it. He's at the 5, and he'll go in for the Lofts. Is up street and streak, touchdown!
That was a great job of that offensive line, just staying on their blocks. You let Colvin find his hole. Colvin's head's up, his eyes are up, he sees where he's going. He was able to cut back inside, come up the middle, score that touchdown.
Now on to attempt the extra point will be number 12, Aiden Parker. This point after brought to you by David Bryant and the team at EXP. Y'all got it. There's the snap, little high, handled well. Aiden gets it up, and it is good. And with 9:34 remaining first quarter, Panthers 7, Rams nothing. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be right back with more first quarter action.
Do business with us. Do better with us. That's our pledge to you at Cross Keys Bank. For 120 years, we've been a locally owned bank committed to communities, customer relationships, and better banking than you expect. And talk about convenience, our Sterlington branch is right next door. I'm Lee Riordan, Senior Vice President and Market Manager. We're proud to support the Sterlington Panthers and to bring you the best that banking has to offer. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Panther fans, we're back. Panthers lead 7-0, 9:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Aiden Parker gets set to kick away the David Bryant and EXP team kickoff. He makes his approach. Another high kick. Going to come down right about the 15 again, be taken there. Good coverage, makes a man miss. Now he's got some room, going to run into a wall right at the 30, and he'll fall forward to about the 32, and that's where the Rams will begin, 1st and 10.
Good job, Travis Adams came down, made that stop. He did get the ball up to the 33-yard line of the Rams. I would like to point out on that extra point, it's the little things. Carter Morris did a nice job getting that ball down. Look, Carter squatting down. He had to fully extend on that and got it down in time for Aiden. So just those little things, you want to recognize those. But anyway, the Rams have the ball at their own 33-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Rams come back. 2 receivers set to each side. The H-back set to the near side. Hawkins in the backfield by himself, calls for it. Now brings a man in motion. There's the snap, going to be a little high. Quarterback's going to keep it. Now trying to find some room on that far sideline. Jay Bonner's going to make the tackle after about a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, that was almost like a defensive stiff arm tackle. Hawkins was going to try to get around that end, but, boy, Jay Bonner just closed the gap quick. And, man, he just put him to the ground. That was a heck of a job. Got the ball up to the 35-yard line. Rams have it 2nd down and 8.
And Panther fans, looks like Travis Adams has checked in at safety, and Bonner has bounced back down to corner. 2 receivers each side. H-back set to the near side. Quarterback drops back, calls for it. Now going to take a shot across the middle. Believe it's going to be complete at the 49. That'll be a Rams 1st down.
Yeah, just kind of deep over the middle. Adams had really good coverage on him. He was right on top of him. Give Hawkins credit. He zeroed that ball in. It was a nice throw. Very nice throw. Had some pepper on it too. But good job, Adams, to get him down, limit that gain. Ball's on the 49 of the Rams, 1st down and 10.
Rams stay same formation. 2 receivers each side. H-back to the near side. Hawkins now calls for it. There it is. He drops back. Panthers going to get a little pressure. Hawkins going to make a man miss. He's going to dive ahead for another 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down at the Panther 49.
I believe that was Javarius Himes that made the tackle. He was coming back across the grain, and Himes was that defensive end position, was able to bring him down. That's the challenge that Hawkins is going to present to you. He's a guy that he's like a running back at quarterback. He sees his openings.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Tailback now to the left of Hawkins in the backfield. There's a snap. Going to take a shot downfield. Ball's floating. Nice coverage. And it's going to be intercepted by number 17, Max Reisinger. And that's a Cub House on the Bayou turnover for the Panthers.
Boy, Max Reisinger played that perfect. I mean perfect. He was step for step with the wide receiver. He kept that inside position. So when the ball came in, he had the primary position. He was able to turn, make the interception. It was a little bit low. He never lost sight of where the ball was. Max Reisinger played it perfect. If you want to see how to play corner in this league, watch that. Great job by Reisinger on that interception. Panthers have it at their own 22, 1st down and 10.
Panthers come out, 2 receivers to the far side, I formation behind Lawhon. There's a snap, quick give, straight ahead to Belanger, and he's in the open field, and he'll have a Downs Law Firm 1st down up to the 34-yard line.
Started up front with that big offensive line, handed it off to Belanger. He found the opening and just kept going. Ben, did he say he was going to get a big run this week? I don't know. Last time he said he's going to rip one off. Did he say he's going to get a 70 or 80-yarder?
Nope, not this week.
All right, well, that was pretty good. Good start. That was a 10-yarder. We'll give you, well, no, more than that. It was 12. Heck, good job. So the ball's out to the 34 of the Panthers. They got it 1st down and 10.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. I formation behind Lawhon. Little freeze play. Now looks over, gets a line call if they know. Or that the coaches won't. Sorry about that. Lawhon under center. There's the snap. Lawhon's going to keep it. Looked like the ball might have been on the ground, but he's going to pick it up and pick up a yard.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he lost the handle on it when he faked his ride to Bellage. Sometimes that happens. And nice thing about it, the ball popped right back up into his hands. He was able to squeeze out a yard on that carry. Got it up to the 35-yard line. Panthers are looking at a 2nd down and 9.
I formation, 2 receivers now to the near side. There's a snap, toss back to Colvin on this right side. Looking for some room, trying to get outside. He'll be tackled from behind. That'll be a gain of 1 and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, DeMontarius Johnson got him from the backside. Those kind of tackles scare me, Ben, because when you get them from the back, it wasn't a clothesline. But when you get a back like Colvin from behind, a lot of times those knees they get in some precarious positions. Very glad to see him hop up. Got a gain of 1 yard, so we're looking at 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
I formation. Bastrop will take a timeout. Didn't have enough personnel. Timeouts tonight brought to you by – I'm blanked out just there for a second. Timeouts brought to you by Steward Medical Group. You'd think I would know that here in Week 6. We'll keep it right here. And right now, William, that offense, able to get a push, able to move some. And got a couple plays here. You've only picked up about 3 yards. The Panthers are showing a little bit of a new formation. We really haven't seen them go 3 receivers in that I formation. There must be something inside. They're trying to spread out that line and those linebackers to open up some more things there in the middle.
Well, we saw Carroll really had a lot of success last week with the Rams spreading them out, and that may be what they're seeing there, some opportunities to kind of get that defense loosened up. And, look, our offensive line, they had a good game last week. They really did. They were able to kind of control that line of scrimmage, and I think Coach Doty probably wants to continue that. Yeah. It's kind of like you keep saying, we are what we are. You want to establish that run game. So I think that's part of it. At first I thought we were still burdened with the old LHSAA water break right at 6 minutes.
We'll probably get that next. We're in October now.
No,
we don't have that.
No, when you got the pink socks, it's breast cancer awareness, so that's the end of the water break.
I formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver near side. Going to be a fake counter now, pulling out to Belanger in the flat. He's going to have the catch. And he's going to keep rumbling and bumbling all the way up to the 47 for another Downs Law Firm. 1st down.
Man, look at the balance on Belanger. First off, he showed those hands of a receiver, and then he showed the defensive line mentality of putting that face. He had the hand in the face mask, drove him in the ground. So it's what is it? It's power and finesse. Great job by Belanger on that reception. Got it to the 47 of the Panthers, be 1st down and 10.
2 tight I formation, bar to the near side. Toss to Colvin around the near side, trying to get outside. He stumbles, and he's going to be tackled up at the 50. Actually, they're going to say the 49. That'll be a gain of 2.
Yeah, only gave him 2 on that carry, man. I thought he got on up to the 50.
Did we get a flag? I thought we might get a face mask call right here. Personal foul, face mask against Bastrop. That'll be 15 yards. And another Downs Law Firm 1st down as the Panthers will set up in Ram territory.
Man, it was eagle eye hackler. I didn't see the laundry on the field. It was just right off the out of bounds area there. But got personal foul, 15 yards added to that. That'll take it down to the 36-yard line. So the Panthers have it at the 36 of the Rams. It's going to be 1st down and 10.
I formation again now, bar to the far side. Belanger and Colvin sat behind Lawhon, too tight. There's a snap. Quick give straight ahead to Belanger. He's running hard, and he's all the way to close to the 26, I believe. He's going to have another Downs Law Firm 1st down.
That's a nice read by Lawhon. That offensive line completely blew the defensive line out. By the time he handed that off, Belanger looked like he was 3 yards down the field already.
Same formation again for Sterlington. Lawhon under center. Counter play to Colvin on that right side. Trying to find some room. Little hop step. He'll get pulled back after about a 4-yard gain. Be 2nd down.
Yeah, Colvin saw that kind of open up to the inside. Give the Rams credit. They were able to close that pretty quick. He was able to pick up 4 yards, but that's good. You would just stay ahead of the chains when you're running this style of offense that the Panthers do. You just want to stay ahead of those chains. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 with the ball on the 22 of the Rams. 4:36 left in this first quarter. Panthers up 7-0.
I formation, two receivers near side. There's a snap, toss back to Colvin around this far near side. He's trying to get upfield, get outside. He's into the red zone, going to be spun out of bounds right around the 14-yard line. Be another Downs Law Firm first down, and the Panthers will set up in the Ron Bush red zone.
Two good things happened on that. First, Colvin was able to kind of reel that ball in, got a little jumpy on him there when he first got it. He's able to keep his head up, see the opening, took it to the outside, went up that sideline before he was wrestled down at the 14 of the Rams for another first down and 10.
Two receivers now to the far side. Lawhon under center. There's a snap. Give straight ahead. No, Lawhon keeps it. Now pitches it back to Colvin, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Lawhon once again did his little Houdini trick, I guess. I thought the ball was going ahead with Bellagé, and so did the entire defense of the Bastrop Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing but a defensive end for Mason Lawhon to look at when he kept that ball, and it was just an easy run for Colvin. There was nobody to that right side for the score.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Now Panthers on to attempt the extra point, brought to you by David Bryant and the XP team. Snap, hold, kick. It'll go up. We will have a flag. Going to be false start against the Panthers. That'll back it up 5 yards and retry.
Well, this will give Aiden another opportunity a little farther out. That moves the ball back to where it'll be a 25-yard attempt.
Again, the PAT brought to you by David Bryant and the EXP team. Panthers get set. Carter calls for it. There's a snap. Hold. Kick is up. And it is good. And with 4:16 remaining first quarter, Panthers 14, Rams nothing. We'll take the quick break. Be right back with more first quarter action.
Repair it, catch up on bills, or replace it. Turn your home's equity into endless possibilities with a home equity line of credit from Cross Keys Bank. I'm Lee Riordan, Senior Vice President and Market Manager. Stop by and visit me today at our Sterlington branch for more details. Or give me a call at 665-4511. Cross Keys Bank, proud supporter of the Sterlington Panthers. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Panther fans, we're back with first quarter action. Panthers lead 14-0. Aiden Parker on to kick it away for the third time tonight. Again, first quarter brought to you by Cross Keys Bank. This kickoff sponsored by David Bryant and the EXP team. It's like everybody will get set. Aiden makes his approach. There's a kick. Nice kick. Going to come down this time right about the 10. And it's going to be bobbled. The ball is on the turf. Will be picked up. And he's trying to get outside. Will finally be run down, brought down at the 26-yard line. And the Ram offense will come back on the field. Looks like we've got a little laundry coming in late.
Had something to do with that tackle. Himes was chasing him from behind. I don't think it was any kind of horse collar. And I believe you had was that Michael Douglas that came in?
Yeah, number 32. Let's see what the call is.
I'm just making an assumption because, I mean, he threw it at about the time the tackle was being
Personal
made.
foul will be face mask against the Panthers. 15 yards. Ball will go down to 41, and that's where the Rams will begin this drive at their own 41-yard line. 4:06 remaining. Panthers 14, Rams nothing.
That'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line of the Rams. They're going to have it first down and 10.
Two receivers to the near side, one receiver to the far side, two running backs in the backfield with Hawkins. He now sends a man in motion. There's the snap. Quick, going to be a little play action, trying to find a man downfield. Now throws it, and it's going to be intercepted again by Mr. Max Reisinger. Another Cub House on the Bayou turnover.
Boy, Max read that perfect. It was in triple coverage, and Max made a break on the ball. And, I mean, he just cut it off. The receiver was there waiting to take it. Wrong. Max Reisinger took it.
And, William, I'm laughing a little bit. Max asked me, I did the announcing for the homecoming presentation last night at North Monroe, And Max said, hey, when you say my name, call me the Honey Badger.
The Honey Badger.
Max, you might earn that tonight with 2 interceptions here in the first quarter.
I was talking to his dad before the game, and he said, Max thinks he's going to get one tonight.
Got
well,
two.
guess what? You got 2
And
in
it's
the
only
first quarter. Man, Honey Badger might be the name. Let's call him the Mongoose. He got to get older.
2 receivers near side, I formation for the Panthers. Counter play to the near side. Trammell up the middle, going to make a cut. He's going to get up to the 46-yard line. Be a gain of about 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a good run by Colvin. Kept his eyes up and was able to pick up 4 yards on that carry. Now, I'm thinking we can call him like Ricky Tikki Tavi or something. I mean, Honey Badger, you got to earn that,
man.
You
can only call him that if Max knows who that is.
He won't know.
I formation, 2 receivers near side. Lawhon under center. There's the snap. Another give straight ahead to the fullback, and Belanger is still fighting. He's going to get another Downs Law Firm. First down all the way to the Ram 47-yard line.
That was a good power run by Belanger, and that's what I like to see from him, Ben. He's delivering the licks, and he just keeps going forward. That's what you want in a fullback in this style offense. Gets it up to the 47-yard line, first down and 10.
I formation again, 2 receivers to the far side. Lawhon under center, Belanger and Colvin set behind him. 3:04 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, first quarter brought to you by Cross Keys Bank. There's a snap, quick gets again to Belanger, and he's got another Downs Law Firm first down just inside the 37-yard line.
Tell you what, Ben, that's all starting up front. That offensive line is really controlling that line of scrimmage right now. They're pushing that defensive front of Bastrop's down the field, and look, you got Belanger coming in behind that. That's a great combination.
Absolutely. I formation again. 1 receiver this time to the far side. 2 tights for the Panthers. Lawhon under center. Gets everybody set. There's the snap. Counter play to the far side. Gives it to Colvin. Colvin puts his foot in the ground, and he's going to get all the way up to the, I believe he's going to get to the 27, and that'll be another Downs Law Firm first down for the Panthers.
Man,
or are they going to say second down?
Yeah,
oh, there it is, first down.
That was a great run by Colvin, but I want to call these guys out. Will Wachter, David Roach, Ian Magoo, Cooper Line, Mitch Hidnett. You got your
tight ends in there, McNair.
Yeah, McNair.
Bax Young.
Bax Young is in there too. Yeah.
Here we go again. Lawhon under center. This time straight ahead to Belanger. He'll only get 4 this time, but still a nice run for the fullback.
Yeah, Bax Young kind of slipped in there on us.
I'll give him 3. Second down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bax is a young kid they really have liked, and I guess this week must have shown some things they were really excited about, and he's getting lots of reps here in this first quarter. 2 tight again for the Panthers. 1 receiver bar to the near side. Counter play to the near side. Colvin gets up in there, going to get right to the 20, I believe, and that'll bring up a third down and 3.
And that's what you like to see on this, Ben. They're getting these yards between the tackles. I mean, that offensive line is doing their job tonight. Again, staying in ahead of the chains is the name of the game. It's going to be third down. Let's call that 4 for the Panthers. The ball's on the 21-yard line of the Rams.
I formation, 2 receivers, Jacob Breen and John Barr to the far side. Belanger and Colvin behind Lawhon. There's a snap. Counter give to Colvin on that right side. Makes a man spin move, makes a man miss, gets down to the 10-yard line for a Downs Law Firm first down and sets the Panthers up in the Ron Bush red zone again.
Boy, good counter block up front. You give Colvin that kind of lane, he's going to exploit it, put that foot down, got every yard he could, gets it down to the 10-yard line. It's going to make it first down and goal for the Panthers.
First and goal for the Panthers, 2 receivers to the near side.
Ron Bush red zone.
Said it. Got it.
Got it.
I formation, 2 receivers near side. Lawhon under center. There's the snap. Give straight ahead to Belanger. He's going to get down to the 7-yard line, and that'll bring up second down. 20 seconds remaining. Well, now I'm not sure what the clock.
It's jumping.
What?
Oh, my gosh.
I really don't know how much time's left. I'm confused.
It went from 27 to 8 in like 5 seconds.
5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Panthers trying to hurry. There's the snap. Lawhon keeps it, and he's in for the touchdown. Got distracted there by the clock. Lawhon faked it to Belanger, pulled it out of Belanger's belly, and just drove straight ahead for the touchdown.
Now, let me cut you off. I don't think he faked it. I think he just got nailed. I think Belanger got nailed And Lawhon just held on to the
Never
ball
let
and
go
went
of
right
it.
off of his back end. I mean, that was basically what happened. He went off his back end and made the score. Great job of Lawhon keeping his head and getting that thing in for the score.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Now Aiden Parker on to attempt. The David Bryant EXP team extra point. Hold, kick, and it is good. At the end of the first quarter, Panthers 21, Bastrop nothing. We'll take the break. Be right back with second quarter action.
Do business with us. Do better with us. That's our pledge to you at Cross Keys Bank. For 120 years, we've been a locally owned bank committed to communities, customer relationships, and better banking than you expect. And talk about convenience, our Sterlington branch is right next door. I'm Lee Riordan, Senior Vice President and Market Manager. We're proud to support the Sterlington Panthers and to bring you the best that banking has to offer. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Panther fans, welcome back to the second quarter, brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic. After one quarter of play, Panthers 21, Rams nothing. In a first quarter that was owned by the Panthers, forcing, William, you and I were just talking about this, forcing 2 turnovers. The Panthers in the takeaway business on defense tonight.
Yeah, that's the big difference tonight. We've talked about it. You don't win games when you're in the negative side of that column in turnovers, and the Panthers have gotten 2 big turnovers from Max Reisinger tonight. And the good thing about it, as you said, they were kind of deep in our territory, but the offense came in, took advantage of it, punched that ball in, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the offense and defense complementing each other, and we're in that mode tonight. Man, I got to get smooth like you, man. The mode.
Looks like we're having a little bit of clock trouble. They're trying to get everything straight. It will come down now to talk to Coach Doty.
They may have to keep I don't know if they're talking about keeping it on the field or what. That clock really got crazy there. It's like it was possessed.
I looked over there. I thought it said 20, and then all of a sudden it said 28, and then all of a sudden it said 17. And
yeah. Well, we still got the white hat talking, and Aiden Parker's he's cocked and loaded and ready to go.
Yeah, still a little bit of discussion. Like Doty's talking back up here to his coaches. Somebody may come over in just a second.
Maybe keeping this on the field.
Well, it seemed to reset okay. There comes the man right there, Mr. Fix-It, Coach Brandon Pierce.
Give him
he'll have a Mr. Fix-It business one day. That dude, he is a worker.
He's like MacGyver.
He can coach. He's a scientist, researcher, technician, you name it, Brandon Pierce can do it.
Give him duct tape and aluminum foil, and he can make a satellite.
Hey, real quick, while we got a second, they're over explaining to Coach Sherrod what's going to happen. Do want to give a quick shout-out. We've got people watching in Salt Lake City tonight, William. Matt and Tara McAllister moved up there back. I believe Matt went in the spring, and Tara just went. Tara, of course, taught and did band and choir at the middle school, and they're now up there in a watch every week. Appreciate you guys tuning in. All right, Aiden set for the David Bryant EXP team. Kickoff. There it is. It's going to be a low line drive, but going to be deep, and it will go out of bounds around the 2-yard line. So the Rams will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, now, we've always had an audience in Utah, you know. And if you Adam is still up there. So
got it. Chris just sent us word that it's not the clock, it's the play clock. The 25-second clock is not cooperating, so they will keep it on the field.
That's not a big deal. That back judge will raise his hand when it's time. So
well, we were just talking about this. Really not a big deal for that Panther offense. They are wasting no time on putting the hammer down.
They're on fast forward tonight.
Here we go. Rams offense on the field. 2 receivers to the near side. Now 2 receivers to the far side. Tailback in the backfield with Hawkins. Everybody gets set. Hawkins calls for it. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Peyton, and it'll be Hayden Madden taking him down in the backfield.
Big TFL tackle for a loss by Hayden Madden. Boy, he did a nice job. Just kept his eyes on the running back, watched his waist, got him down low, wrapped his legs up. Good job.
I want to say this. Something he did right there that I've been looking for all year, and guys like Luke Handy did really great at this, that wrapping and turning. They call it a crocodile roll. And
Gator
that's
roll.
Exactly what he did right there. Gator roll, sorry. I knew it was a reptile.
Yeah.
2 receivers to each side. Quarterback looks downfield, trying to get outside. Now going to take a shot downfield, and it's going to be short, incomplete. Downs got a little lost, had a chance, but ball falls short, incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd down, brought to you by Bears Towing.
You got it in the reptilian family. That was good
That's
enough.
right.
So, but anyway.
Crocodiles and gators do basically the same thing.
Yeah, sort of.
Tom Pearson may call me later and tell me different. But
he'll give you free tickets to the zoo so you can see
dude,
the
I'm in. I like a good zoo.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Anyhow, so Rams are looking at 3rd down and 14 from their own 31.
3 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Hawkins and a tailback in the backfield. There's the snap. He drops back down, looking for a slant across the middle. Boy, I thought Max had him another one.
That will fall
incomplete.
I did too. I don't know that he wants to mess with the mongoose over there. He's cat quick tonight.
That's
boy.
it.
Wow, he's
love
doing
the way Max is playing right now. This 4th down brought to you by Go Overhead Door. And Jay Bonner will check in to return the punt. I believe that's number 12, back to punt for Bastrop. That'll be DeLawrence Wilson. There's the snap, little low, handled well. Nice kick. Bonner will have a chance to return it. He'll take it at about the 38. Now trying to get upfield with a wall. Got some guys to make miss. He makes some miss, and he may take it to the house. 1 man to beat. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's in for the touchdown.
Boy, he made it exciting at the end, about the 10-yard line. Wilson was trying to get him down, but he could not. Heck of a job seeing the field by Jay Bonner. He took it up the field with authority, took it to the outside. Heck of a job by Bonner. I want to recognize something, too. Back here, you had Max Reisinger blocking, and he did not block. He just kind of held his hands up like he's supposed. That could have easily turned into a block in the back. Good heads-up play by Max Reisinger.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Now the Panthers will get set for the David Bryant EXP team extra point. Panthers come over out of the gate to get the line set. Everybody gets set. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. And with 10:57 remaining in the second quarter, Panthers 28, Rams nothing. And, William, this is the start the Panthers needed on a night like tonight. It's been homecoming week. You've had all kinds of things going on. You really have had kind of I was talking to somebody earlier, it has almost felt a little Jekyll and Hyde-ish the way we've kind of played the last few weeks. And, man, you come out tonight, it seems like these kids are locked in. They're playing better. You're getting some senior leadership, guys like Max and Jay Bonner, both making big plays tonight. And I want to give them credit because I have criticized in the past that we felt like we were lacking some leadership. So awesome to see 2 young men as seniors this week on homecoming rising to the occasion to make a difference.
Couldn't agree more. And you know, when everybody, you know, a rising tide lifts all boats. And when you got the leadership that takes hold and does it, then everybody else starts feeding off that. And that's what you're seeing tonight. And I think you're so right, Ben. Tonight is what needed to happen. Take nothing away from Bastrop. Absolutely nothing. They got a young team to start with, a lot of good athletes on that team. But I mean, this Panther team needed something like this where they were focused and delivered. And,
yes.
and right now, things are going our way. And again, those turnovers were huge.
Absolutely. Well, you got 2 turnovers, and then you finally get your special teams unit to take one back to the house.
That's right. And Jay Bonner did a fantastic
Absolutely.
job of seeing the field. He found every hole you could find. That was a great return by him.
Parker to kick it away. Going to go sky kick over to the near side. It'll be called for and taken at the 36. That kickoff brought to you again by David Bryant and the EXP team. Rams will have it 1st and 10. I believe they're going to be – I'm going to put that down on the 37.
Yeah, but I would say the 37.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 10:57 remaining here in the second quarter. Again, second quarter brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic.
Man, the Panthers aren't the only ones zoned in. Ben, you got it, man. That hash mark,
man.
Buddy, you hit it right on. Look at that, right
it's nice
on
to get
the
one.
37.
In 6 weeks, it's nice to get one.
Blind squirrel finds a nut, right?
That's right.
Eventually.
Rams come out. Looks like number 30, Sam Frazier, has checked in at cornerback. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Quick slant over the middle, caught and then tackled immediately, but he's going to gain about 8 up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, just a quick hit over the middle. Javarius Himes was there to make the stop. Ball's at the 45 of the Rams. They've got 2nd down and 2.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side, 2 backs in the backfield with Hawkins. Everybody gets set. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Peyton around this near side, trying to get upfield. He'll get across the 45 to about the 46, and that'll bring up a Bears towing 3rd down for the Rams.
Yeah, he was trying to get around that end. Hayden Madden was having nothing of that. Hayden Madden was able to wrestle him down before he could get that first down. He got it to the 46-yard line of the Rams. They're facing a 3rd down and 1.
3rd down 1, 3rd down again, brought to you by Go Overhead Door. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver near side, 2 backs in the backfield with Hawkins. He gets everybody set. There's the snap. Going to give it, and it's going to be blown up by number 3, Jackson King.
Whoa. Let me tell you, that is called timing it right. The Panthers were bringing everything but the kitchen sink. I think they blitzed everybody. And, man, Jackson King,
about a 6-yard
you talk about
loss,
teeing off. Golly. Man, that's a, let's see, that's a 6-yard loss on a handoff.
That's a tackle for loss.
That's a TFL. That's a big capital TFL.
There we go.
Wow.
All caps.
All caps with an
There we go.
exclamation point.
This 4th down brought to you by Go Overhead Door. Jay Bonner again drops back to return the punt, standing around his own 31-yard line. There's the snap. Another kick. This time a line drive. Bonner will be able to make an – oh, it's off his helmet. Off his helmet and recovered by Bastrop. Got a little too excited there. Looked up and went right off his helmet.
That ball was kind of a knuckleball coming in to begin with, and sometimes that knuckleball it really doesn't come in like you think it is. I know Jay Bonner would be the first to say, man, I'd love to have that one back, because I think he probably did take a peek to see what was coming.
Yeah.
But again, a knuckleball is hard to handle.
Absolutely.
It really is. And
it came in a little higher, I think, than what he anticipated.
Well, it was flat too.
Yeah.
When it came in. So anyway, the Rams recover the muff punt. Be 1st down and 10 from the 36 of the Panthers.
2 receivers to the near side. H-back also set to the near side. Nope, now he walks across to the far side with 1 more receiver out past him. Tailback Peyton in the backfield with Hawkins. Hawkins calls for it. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Peyton around that right side, trying to find some room, and will be taken out of bounds up around the 34-yard line. Maybe 35.
I believe it's going to be on the 35-yard line. Javarius Himes did a nice job of holding that edge. He was able to run him out to the sideline. Never was able to get around Himes. So the ball is on the 35-yard line of the Panthers. 2nd down and 9 for the Rams. 8:18 left in this second quarter. Panthers up 28-0.
Shotgun formation, play action pass. Pass is high, and it's going to fall incomplete, and that will bring up a Bears towing 3rd down for that Panther defense.
Had pressure coming in from Himes, Trey Birch, and Hayden Madden. Had no time to set his feet, was just trying to get the ball out. Sailed on him. Fell incomplete. So that'll make it 3rd down and 9 again for the Rams at the Panthers' 35-yard line.
2 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side with an H-back. Tailback to the left of Hawkins. He drops back. Now going to be a little swing pass out to Peyton in the flat, and he's got a little bit of room. Trying to get up that near sideline, and will be finally forced out of bounds by number 2, Dylan Downs. But that'll be a Rams 1st down, and the ball will be right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, the Rams made the right call on that, Ben. They hit Peyton out in the flats on this left side. Panthers were coming with an all-out blitz, so the way you try to attack a blitz is get those little quick passes out. He's able to take it up to the 20-yard line. They'll have a fresh set of downs, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10. There'll be 1 receiver near side, 2 receivers to the far side. H-back also set to the near side. Peyton to the right of Hawkins in the backfield. There's the snap. Going to be high. Will finally be taken. Kelvin Hall gives chase, and he will get the tackle for loss. It wasn't a pass play, so it will be a tackle for loss. And that's going to lose what do you think, William? About 8?
Lose about 8 yards on that one. Yeah, that snap came in a little fast, a little hot. He wasn't able to get it. Kellen Hall was right there in the backfield with him, showing good sportsmanship. Kellen Hall helps him up, pats him on the helmet, dusts him off, and gets him back there in the backfield, ready to go again. Going to be 2nd down and 18 for the Rams.
Our producer, Heath Griffin, made a point a moment ago. This is the Rams' first time across the 50-yard line to begin a drive. Or actually, not to begin a drive, to make some progress. Panther defense has been stubborn all night. Hawkins drops back, looking downfield, now going to take a shot. And it's going to be incomplete. Reisinger got a little bit turned around, but the ball will fall incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a play that the Rams were looking for. He was actually able to get in behind Reisinger. I believe that was Wilson that got behind him. But just slightly overthrown. He's going to run out of real estate pretty fast over there on the sideline.
This 3rd down brought to you by Bears Towing. 3rd and 18 upcoming. And, William, right here, you really want to see your defense shut the door. We've had some trouble on these 3rd and long yardage all year long. And so one of those times, man, just keep it in front of you, make the tackle, bring up 4th down. Probably in 4-down territory for Bastrop, I would think. 2 receivers set to each side. Peyton to the right of Hawkins. There's a snap. He drops straight back. Going to get some pressure across the middle. It's going to be knocked away with number 13, Jay Bonner.
That was a heck of a job by Jay Bonner. That ball was very catchable. It was right where it needed to be thrown. Maddox Bryant and Jay Bonner were there. I almost had him bracketed. And I'll say this, Hawkins had it right where it needed to be. But Jay Bonner was able to bat that ball down. We have a Ram down, the intended receiver.
Will be an injury timeout again. All timeouts tonight brought to you by Steward Medical Group.
Yeah, that's
I was looking back at this play-by-play stuff, and go ahead, William.
Yeah, as Danton Carter is down right now. I don't know if he just may have lost his breath there.
I was trying to just see. Bonner returned that punt for a touchdown, and the Panther offense has actually not been on the field here in the second quarter. Had 178 yards of offense in the first quarter, and so far –
Nothing. Yeah. Jay Bonner returned our special teams yardage is nice.
Yeah. I was just looking back at the stats. I'm like, that can't be right, but it is. Panther offense hasn't been on the field yet. Looks like the Bastrop player will get up and walk off under his own power. Actually, he's jogging off even better.
Well, let me say this. When you say it's not, you were questioning that. Remember, you got Chris, the stat man, Sturdivant.
The stat man down there. Chris does a great job. This new technology is incredible. We get to keep live.
Oh, yeah.
Live, and the great part is Chris does a great job. I never could read his handwriting, so I'm so glad to see it in digital format.
I would look at it on Saturday morning before trying to get ready for the coaches show the next week, and I'd have to call him up. What does this mean?
I felt like I was back in taking my Greek classes. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Hawkins gets him set. There's a snap. He drops back. Going to just throw it up across the middle. It's going to be intercepted by number 3, Jackson King. He's going to make a room upfield, trying to get down the field. He's off the sideline, got a host of blockers, and he's still going. King's at the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. But I believe we've got a flag.
Got a flag back here at the 49-yard line. Doesn't take away from the fact that was a great run. Actually, ball was airmailed. King takes it to the sideline, picks up a convoy, and goes all the way the length of the field. He took it in about the 15-yard line, 20-yard line, I guess, and returned it, but there is some laundry on the field. Yeah. I saw Coach Doty find it right off.
Yeah, going to be, I believe, a block in the back. Is that what the signal was? It is against Sterlington, so we'll negate the touchdown, but will not negate the turnover. Again, that turnover brought to you by Cub House on the Bayou.
Yeah, that was a great the ball sailed in, and Jackson King made the interception. Just a good play by him. So that'll be a post-possession penalty, like you said, Ben, so it won't affect the turnover itself. It'll just bring it back. Well, you were complaining about yards of the offense. Well, guess what?
Here
You jinxed Jackson.
Jackson's going to be very upset with me.
Oh, yeah. I hope Jackson's going to
nice
talk to you about
job
that.
there by Jackson, and that Panther defense turned into a convoy, as you said, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have 5 big linemen running down the field with me like that. And a quarterback.
Will be too tight. I formation. Gavin Evans will check in at fullback. Barr to the receiver to the far side. Lawhon under center. There's the snap. Lawhon drops back. Going to take a shot for Barr downfield. And he's got him in the open field. 20, 15, 10, 5. And he'll walk into the end zone for a Panther touchdown.
That was just just like last year. Awesome pitch and catch down that sideline between Lawhon and Barr. Barr got that separation. Looked like Dylan Dorsey was trying to keep up with him. He lost his footing, and then it was just Barr was about 5-10 yards behind him at that point. And as you liked what I said last week, it was all over with but the crying at that point.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Aiden Parker on to attempt the David Bryant and EXP team extra point. Carter Morris calls for it. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 6:38 remaining here in the second quarter, Panthers 35, Rams nothing. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be right back with more second quarter action.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're seeing many documented improvements in patients, such as faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, better movement in the torso, and a reduced risk of falling. They're LSVT big certified. Please come by and see one of their certified clinicians today.
Panther fans, we're back. 6:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Panthers lead 35-0. Aiden Parker on to kick away the David Bryant and EXP team kickoff. Second quarter again brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic. Aiden Parker makes his approach. There it is. Nice high kick. Going to try the return man back to the 6-yard line. He'll take it there. And that Panther coverage unit, I'm going to let him get up the sideline, and then Trey Birch will force him out.
That's a heck of a job by Trey Birch. One-hand him by the shoulder pads, brings him down.
Looks like we may have a little more laundry. I see a discussion with the white hat. I don't see the flag, but I do see some discussion. Looks like the flags are back around the 22.
It's going to be a
personal foul, face mask against Bastrop.
Yeah, he was pointing down.
That'll be
here
a half the distance from the 22, so that'll bring them back
to the 11.
The 11-yard line. That's where the Bastrop offense will begin. 1st and 10. Takes away a nice return, but I guess the nice return was aided by a little face mask. Not real often that you see a face mask against the return team or an offense.
Well,
it can happen, but you just don't see it very often.
Yeah. What happens is when they're trying to block somebody up or lock them up, sometimes they just reach for what they can get, and you get that face mask. It's very unusual because normally the refs aren't going to catch it. But they sure caught that one. So the ball's back to the 11-yard line of the Rams. They have it 1st down and 10 with 6:30 left in this second quarter. Panthers up 35-0.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. Tailback to the left of Hawkins in the backfield. Hawkins calls for it. There's a snap. Play action pass, now taking a shot across the middle. It's overthrown, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tried to hit a quick slant over the middle. At first I thought he may be trying to go to this near side. He had Austin Davenport on a slant. Could have picked up some yards on that, but chose to go to the middle. Didn't work out for him. Fell incomplete. Ball back at the 11-yard line of the Rams. Be 2nd down and 10.
Panther fans want to remind you that our student section tonight is brought to you by Kraftman Federal Credit Union. Shotgun formation for Bastrop, 2 receivers to each side. There's the snap. Hawkins drops back, throws it out, and it's going to fall incomplete. That'll bring up a Bears towing 3rd down.
Dylan Downs was tight on coverage. He made the catch. He would have been down immediately. For the Rams, that's not exactly a good formula to have. You only burned about 8 seconds off that clock.
Yeah, one of the things I like right now from that secondary is keeping everything in front. We did have the one where got a little behind Max. Fortunately, it was overthrown, but for the most part, that secondary has really settled in. That's going to be an offsides against the Panthers. They jump.
That's Miguel Brooks, and he knew it too, boy. You got to feel for him.
And that has got to be a long trot over to the sideline.
Yeah, and then Coach Doty looks at you and throws his hands out and said, "What? You're over the ball. Watch the snap." So number 47, Antonio Speck checks in for Miguel Brooks. That'll bring the ball up to the 16-yard line. Rams have it 3rd down and 5.
2 receivers to each side. Hawkins calls for it, takes it. Play action, throws it out. Downs will make the tackle, and that'll bring up a 4th down, brought to you by Go Overhead Door.
Yeah. Like you said, Ben, the secondary is doing a nice job of either being in the trailing position right in their back pocket or behind them. And so they're limiting any receptions that have been made tonight, which is big. He was able to pick up about a yard on that reception. So it's 4th down and 4 for the Rams at their own 17-yard line. They're going to punt this ball back. Jay Bonner is dropped back. He's standing around midfield. Take this punt.
Rams will now send 2 men out wide to each side. Get set. There's the snap. Going to be a little low. Handled well. A little end-over-end kick. Panthers will not take it, and it will go, I thought it was going to go out of bounds, but actually will take a Panther roll. And the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at the Ram 47-yard line. 5:55 remaining. Panthers lead 35-0.
Yeah, the Rams didn't burn much time there.
No, and that's one of the concerns the rest of the way is just they throw the ball so much that if you don't complete those passes, that clock's going to stop.
Yeah, that's right. Makes it for a long game.
Panthers will come out shotgun. Colvin and Lawhon in the backfield. 3 receivers set to the near side. There's the snap. Quick give straight ahead to Trammell. He's got some blockers. Makes a cut, still fighting his way. Now he's still going. Another man missed, and he's up the near sideline. Do have a flag down, but he'll walk into the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, that's great.
I believe it's going to be a holding against the Panthers.
I believe it is. That was some great footwork by Trammell Colvin. They're going to call holding. Usually, if you got something happening like that, usually you got some flow back, somebody reach out and grab a shirt. That's probably what happened. But, hey, that was a great run by Trammell Colvin.
It was.
And we got a score. What was that score, Ben?
10-7 in the 3rd quarter. Carroll leads Wassman.
In the Baby Bayou Classic. That'd be
that game right there. You can just kind of, I heard Coach Landers say it this week. You can throw the records out the window when those two teams get together. Man, it is a war no matter what.
Yeah, last year you would have thought Carroll would have had that one, and then they lost it to Wassman.
I formation, 2 receivers near side. There's the snap. Quick give straight ahead to Gavin Evans. He'll spin his way up to the 41, be a gain of about 5, and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Evans is coming in for Balaje right now, and he's keeping that same theme. Power running up the middle. Looks like Nathan White is going to check in for Jacob Breen. Trammell Colvin comes back out. Jay Bonner checks out at the tailback position. The Panthers have it at the 41 of the Rams, 2nd down and 4.
I formation, 1 receiver to each side. Evans and Colvin behind Lawhon. Lawhon's going to roll out now, going to take a shot forward. Nathan White going to have to come back to it. He will. He'll make the catch, and he'll be tackled on the 6-yard line. Nice job on the big reception of Downs Law Firm. 1st down for the Panthers.
That's what the Panthers want to do with White. He's got speed, a little on the small side, but can fly. Did a little down, out, and up on this near sideline. Lawhon was able to hit him on the up part of it. Came back for the ball, used that speed to get it down to the 6-yard line in the Ron Bush red zone. 1st down and goal for the Panthers.
2 tight I formation, bar set to the near side. There's a snap, counter play to Colvin on this near side. He puts a foot down and we'll go down at the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second down and goal.
You got better eyes than I do. I lost him in that shuffle. I thought he was able to get in.
No, that was David Roach taking his man up to the R on the Panthers.
Oh, well, he wanted to do better. Normally he's got him at the scoreboard by that point. So Roach going to pick up his game now.
Yeah.
Ball's on the 2-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for the Panthers.
2 tight eye formation again. There's the snap. Fade route to John Barr. In his hands. Touchdown, Panthers.
John Barr played that perfect. Number 4 is D'Antoine Carter. He had good coverage on him, but Barr had the size. Barr was able to get a little separation from him. That fade pass of Lawhon was right on the money. Just a pitch and catch at that point for Lawhon to Barr.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Aiden Parker gets them set to kick the extra point, brought to you by David Bryant and the EXP team. Panthers come over. They get set. Carter calls for it. There's a snap. The hold. Kick is up. I believe they're going to get false start again. Panthers didn't quite get set.
Yeah, that happened a couple of times. They're rushing in.
Nope, they're going to say offsides against Bastrop. That'll be half the distance and retry the kick. You really can't. You can decline it, I guess, but you got to re-kick as a dead ball foul.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a snap, the hold, and another offsides. Bastrop trying to get there. Yeah, that'll be another half the distance.
Well, Ben,
Doty's asking, can I take it on the kickoff?
Yeah. Well, Ben, when you got Aiden Parker back there, you got to use every effort to get to him.
That's right.
The guy fires it out of there like a cannon.
David Bryant, EXP team, extra point once again. Snap, hold, kick. This time it's up, and it is good. And with 4:02 remaining here in the second quarter, Panthers 42, Rams nothing. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Community Pharmacy says go Panthers. With 2 locations, 2123 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe and 200 Scott Drive right here in Sterlington, Community Pharmacy is staffed with courteous, professional pharmacists and certified technicians to answer all your questions about your medicines and well-being. Community Pharmacy offers compounding, medication management, home delivery, and so much more. Serving our area for over 15 years, we would like to thank you for your continued support and shout, Go Panthers!
Panther fans, welcome back to the second quarter, brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic. Tonight's game sponsor is Boyett's Flooring. Aiden Parker is getting set to kick it away again. I've lost count now. I believe this is his 8th kickoff of the first half.
6, 7.
And we kicked off to start the game. High kick over to that far sideline. We'll take a bounce and go out of bounds again.
That'd be 7.
Plus we kicked off to start the game. That'd be 8.
Well, that's
7
touchdowns. 6 touchdowns, 6, 7.
Yep.
Dude, I know my math.
No, you didn't. You were confused on what the 42 points was. I saw the wheels turning.
Yeah, I hear you.
I saw you. You pulled your phone out of your calculator. That's cheating.
No.
He's my witness.
Listen. My good friend Lance Rogers likes to give me lines. He said if this was a fight, you would have to stop it. I mean, that's what he's saying. But he was number 47, so he likes Antonio Speck. I call him out, and he said put him in to make up for that penalty. But anyway.
First
Rams have it.
Rams.
Yeah, don't get on my thing.
Well, that's play-by-play job, not
color. Hey, you're on my. You're on my. Hey, you're cooking my grits, Coach.
This guy has totally forgotten how we work.
35-yard line. The Rams have it first down and 10.
We've lost all institutional control. 3 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Rams will try to run it to the near side. He's going to get around across the 35 up to about the 37. Be a gain of 2 and bring up second down.
Man, Trey Birch was right on him. That's what you want to see. Trey Birch got his hands on him and was able to bring him down. Got a 2-yard gain on that carry. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Be second down and 8 for the Rams.
We do have Grayson Gilmore. I believe that's Miguel Brooks again. And I'm trying to see, is that Caleb Evans at the other defensive end?
I believe it is.
3 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the far side for Bastrop. Hawkins calls for it. Now he steps back, looking for a slant route. It's up in the air. I believe it's going to fall incomplete. Dylan Downs is down. Quite a collision there going for the ball. Downs now pops up, but the receiver is still down for Bastrop. Training staff will come on. Take a quick injury timeout to check on that Ram. Looks like he's moving okay. Maybe just knocked the wind out of him.
Very well could have. I want to say this about Hawkins. You know, I like the way that kid looks. I mean, he sees the field well. I mean, I know he's got some interceptions, but he throws that ball with a lot of zip on it. Mm-hmm. He's getting it in some pretty tight windows, and I like the way he sets. You give him time, he sets and he throws. I mean, he's a junior this year. I mean, you know, he's got the potential to
yeah, Bastrop's a team. I was talking to Coach Doty earlier in the week. I don't know if we mentioned this on Tuesday night. I've slept a little bit since then, and I didn't watch it again today. But I think he said that Bastrop, really relatively young, looking at our roster, not very many seniors. Mm-hmm. But one of the things missing is freshmen. They've got 6 freshmen on the roster.
Yeah, that's right. Heck, they got 5 starting.
The next couple of years, I mean, they've got some good athletes, but you kind of wonder where are the freshmen? Where's this program headed? 2 receivers set to each side. Hawkins in the backfield. Drops back. Panthers bring a little pressure. Now force him out. He's still going backwards. Throws it up, and it'll be way out of bounds. Incomplete. That'll bring up a Bears towing 3rd down. Do we have another? Is it 4th down? I'm sorry. That 3rd down was brought to you by Bears towing. I apologize. This 4th down brought to you by Go Overhead Door. 2:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Panthers lead 42-0.
Just an interesting point you make. Of their 5 interior offensive linemen, 4 of those guys are sophomores at Bastrop. So they are a relatively young team. I only see 1 starter on the offensive side of the ball as a senior, and I only 1 on defense too.
Bastrop gets set to punt it away. Jay Bonner stands back at his own 34-yard line. There's the snap. Nice kick. Going to drive Bonner back. Fair catch called for. Muffs another one. And he will recover it, though, and take it at the 22-yard line. Panther offense will come out 140. Well, I believe we are. Have we decided to run the clock already? Yes. Okay. Decision has been made to run the clock. I was okay with that. I just wasn't sure what was happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So
right.
Clock will run the rest of the way. So Panther offense will come out with the clock running 42-0. Panthers lead here in the second quarter. Again, brought to you by Sterlington Rural Health Clinic.
Looks like right now we've got the starting unit out.
Yeah, I have to assume probably their last drive of the game.
I would think so.
2 tight I formation. Bar set to the near side. Lawhon under center. There's a snap. Going to be a little option play, and Lawhon will be tackled at the 25 for a loss of 3.
Yeah, very quick response there from that defense of the Rams. Number 56, I don't have him right in front of me here, but
yeah, it was weird when I was putting these rosters together. The roster they actually sent us, there were a number of numbers that were on film that
weren't on.
Latavius Martin, 56 is on there.
Yeah.
Colvin will be cut down in the backfield again for a loss. That'll bring up a 3rd down a long way. 30 seconds remaining here in this second quarter.
That was linebacker number 13, Marcus McClinton. Past 2 plays, Rams have gotten real quick penetration into the backfield. Of course, the Panthers are going to just let this run out. The play clock hadn't even started.
Final play of the first half. Panthers will take a 42-0 lead into halftime. Panther fans, if you want to stick around in just a few minutes, we'll begin halftime festivities. Halftime sponsor tonight is Benoit Ford of Farmerville. Let's kick it down to Amanda. She's with Coach Doty.
Benoit Ford in Farmerville. Hey, Panther fans, we're live here at Sterlington. It's homecoming. Coach, the team stepped out with a little swag today. Looks like they're getting things together. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, we're playing really good. Had a great week of practice. Our kids starting to understand what we're going to have to do to get back in this thing, and very proud of them, man. Very proud of them. Going to see some more younger guys in the second half. Go Panthers.
Thanks, Coach. Coming up is the halftime show with Benoit Ford. After that, we're going to finish out hopefully with a Panther victory, and we'll be back. Thanks.
Panther fans, you heard it from Coach Doty. Very pleased with how his team has played, and looks forward to getting some young guys, or more young guys, in the second half. We'll take the break, but stay tuned. We'll have the halftime festivities, all the homecoming stuff coming up in just a few moments. Again, halftime brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmerville.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors. They're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
Hey Panther fans, it's time to kick for cancer. Every kick with Aiden Parker is a chance to kick cancer out of this world. To do your part in helping Aiden, go to shspantherfootball.com, click the link, and you can help raise money for childhood cancer research. Most of all, your donation is being made in honor of one of our very own Panthers, Veda Powell. So visit shspantherfootball.com, click the link where it says Aiden Kicks for Kids Cancer Research, and donate today. Aiden and the Panthers are kicking cancers behind, together.
We ask that you direct your attention to the center of the field for the presentation of the 2022 Sterlington High School Homecoming Court. Freshman maid, Miss China Lee. She is the daughter of Mr. Dallas Lee and Miss Latoya Mitchell. In her free time, China enjoys spending time with her family. In her first year of high school, she hopes to maintain a good GPA, be more efficient with her time, and be open to new ideas. Upon graduation, she plans to attend a 4-year college to study forensics. Her favorite motto is, where there's a will, there's a way. China is escorted by her uncle tonight, Mr. Nataria Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, freshman maid, Miss China Lee. Our next freshman maid is Miss Brogan Sutton. She is the daughter of Darren and Madison Sutton. Brogan is an honor roll student, member of the Fellowship of Christian Students, and a varsity cheerleader who is involved in cheer and tumbling classes. She is also active in her youth group at North Monroe Baptist Church. Brogan loves kids, cheerleading, shopping, and spending time with her family. For this school year, she plans to improve her study habits, establish and maintain positive relationships with her teachers and classmates, but most importantly to grow closer to God and be a light for Him. Upon graduation, Brogan plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Monroe to study nursing. Her favorite verse is Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Brogan is escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Darren Sutton. Ladies and gentlemen, freshman maid, Miss Brogan Sutton. Our first sophomore maid is Miss Mackenzie Birch. She is the daughter of Miss Candace Birch. Mackenzie is a member of the model group, Model 10/18, and also is a member of the Cinderella Guidance Club. In her free time, she loves to shop. For this school year, she hopes to make new friends, be more active, and open to new ideas. Upon graduation, she plans to attend Grambling State University to study nursing. Mackenzie's favorite motto is, let your fears make you fierce. Mackenzie is being escorted tonight by her uncle, Mr. DeShanti Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore maid, Miss Mackenzie Birch. Our next sophomore maid is Miss Macy Frost. She is the daughter of Mr. Jonathan Frost and Miss Katie Frost. Macy is a member of the Gifted and Talented program, the Beta Club, the National Honor Society, and plays as number 10 in outfield for our Lady Panther softball team. She is also a member of Christ Church in West Monroe. In her free time, she enjoys spending time with her siblings. She wants to cherish every moment she has with them before she moves on to college. For this school year, she hopes to maintain a high GPA, stay strong in her faith, and build lasting relationships with people. Upon graduation, Macy plans to attend Louisiana State University for her undergraduate degree, continue to dental school, and become an orthodontist. Her favorite motto is, treat others the way you want to be treated. Macy is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Jonathan Frost. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore maid, Miss Macy Frost. Our first junior maid is Miss Veda Powell. She is the daughter of Ryan and Nikki Powell. Veda is a 4.0 student and a Spanish scholar, as well as being a member of the Beta Club, National Art Society, and serves as a student council chaplain. For the past 3 years, she has cheered on our Panthers as a varsity cheerleader and been a striker on the Lady Panther soccer team, where she was awarded All-District Honorable Mention. She also is a member of the North Monroe Baptist, where she lends her talents to the youth worship band. In her free time, she enjoys writing music. For this school year, Veda plans to record some of her music, continue living for the Lord, and meet Taylor Swift. Upon graduation, she plans to attend the Disney College program and also study interior design. She also hopes to join a professional worship band or be the next Taylor Swift. Her favorite motto is Esther 4:14, perhaps you were made for such a time as this. Veda is being escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Ryan Powell. Ladies and gentlemen, junior maid, Miss Veda Powell. Our next junior maid is Miss Lily Kay Thames. She is the daughter of George and Lori Thames. Lily Kay is a member of the Dixie Diehard baseball team and has lettered as a varsity cheerleader, supporting her Panthers for the past 3 years. She is also a member of North Monroe Baptist Church. In her free time, she enjoys swinging outside, listening to music, and spending time with Logan Madden. For this school year, Lily Kay hopes to cheer for our Panthers in the Dome again and help her parents open their troubled cookie business, and continue to advocate for those with special needs. After high school, she plans to work with her parents, Trey and Ethan, at their troubled cookie school. Lily Kay's favorite motto is, don't diss my ability, I can do great things. Lily Kay is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. George Thames. Ladies and gentlemen, junior maid, Miss Lily Kay Thames. Our next junior maid is Miss Cadence Yarborough. She is the daughter of Mr. Marcus Yarborough and Miss Jennifer Yarborough. Cadence is an honor roll student, member of the Beta Club, and a 3-year varsity tennis player. She is also a member of North Monroe Baptist Church. In her free time, she enjoys baking, hanging out with friends, and spending quality time with her family because she realizes she will be leaving for college soon. For this school year, Cadence plans to volunteer in her community, improve her study habits, and spend extra time with her family. Upon graduation, she plans to attend the University of Louisiana at Monroe to pursue a pharmacy degree and eventually open her own pharmacy. Her favorite motto is, happiness is achieved when you stop waiting for it to happen and take steps to make it happen. Cadence is being escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Marcus Yarborough. Ladies and gentlemen, junior maid, Miss Cadence Yarborough. Our first senior maid is Miss Zoe Pearson. She is the daughter of Mr. Tom Pearson and Mr. Ronan McNeil. Zoe maintains a 4.0 GPA and is a member of the Beta Club, student council, and is a 4-year member of the Prancing Panthers dance team, where she was selected as a UVA All-American. In her free time, she enjoys relaxing and doing absolutely nothing because she's constantly on the go. For this school year, Zoe hopes to maintain straight A's and get accepted into her dream college, Louisiana State University, where she plans to study nutrition and food sciences so that she can eventually open her own business. Zoe's favorite motto is, everything happens for a reason. Zoe is being escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Tom Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, senior maid, Miss Zoe Pearson. Our next senior maid is Miss Madison Smith. She is the daughter of Mr. Anthony Dawson and Miss Tiffany Smith. Madison is an honor student and a Spanish scholar, a member of the Beta Club, National Art Society, the sports medicine team, and also a 3-year member of the Panther Panthers dance team. She is also number 7 for the Lady Panther softball team, where she plays center field and was recognized as the all-district first team and the 2-time winner of the best sportsmanship award. Madison attends New St. Paul Church. In her free time, she enjoys picking up a coffee from Starbucks for Kennedy Pittman and FaceTiming her bestie, Marion. For the school year, she would like to improve her softball skills, receive a full scholarship to college, and graduate with honors. Upon graduation, Madison plans to attend Jackson State University to study business and minor in art and design. Her favorite motto is by Kobe Bryant: "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." Madison is being escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Anthony Glosson. Ladies and gentlemen, senior maid, Ms. Madison Smith. Our next senior maid and football sweetheart is Miss Skylar Cannon. She is the daughter of Chad and Shelly Cannon. Skylar maintains a 3.9 GPA and is a member of the sports med team, book club, and is a 4-year member of the Lady Panther softball team, where she plays as number 5, left field, and a thief of opponent's home run. She has been selected as first team all-district for 3 consecutive years and was awarded the Max Preps Player of the Year for 2022. In her free time, she enjoys taking naps. For this school year, Skylar hopes to regain the title of Player of the Year again, read 10 Colleen Hoover books, and win the state softball championship. Upon graduation, she plans to attend Louisiana Tech University to study psychology. Her favorite motto is, "Life goes on." Skylar is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Chad Cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, senior maid and your 2022 homecoming football sweetheart, Ms. Skylar Cannon. Our next senior maid and this year's homecoming maid of honor is Miss Shelby Weaver. Shelby is the daughter of Mr. Jeremy Weaver and Miss Jessica Witt. Shelby is a member of the SHS cheer team and is involved with Christian Life Church. In her free time, she enjoys shopping, watching Netflix, and spending time with family and friends. For this school year, Shelby hopes to fill her senior year with great memories. Upon graduation, she plans to attend Louisiana Tech to study animal science and eventually become a veterinarian. Shelby's favorite motto is, "Stand up for who you are and trust in God through thick and thin." Shelby is being escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Jeremy Weaver. Ladies and gentlemen, senior maid and your 2022 homecoming maid of honor, Miss Shelby Weaver. Our next senior maid and this year's homecoming queen is Miss Shania Burrell. She is the daughter of Mr. Sherman Burrell and Miss Monique Cooper. Shania is an honor student who is a member of the Beta Club, Spanish Honor Society, captain of the Sterlington Panthers dance team, where she was selected as a UD All-American, and is outfield number 22 for the Lady Panther softball team. Shania is also a member of the New Life Temple Church in Bastrop, where she lends her talents to the praise and dance team. In her free time, she enjoys shopping for shoes, clothes, and more shoes. For this school year, Shania hopes to find success in all she does, travel and connect more strongly with God. Upon graduation, she plans to attend Southern University to study business and become a realtor. Her favorite motto is, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Shania is escorted by her father tonight, Mr. Sherman Burrell. Senior maid and your 2022 homecoming queen, Ms. Shania Burrell. At this time, Mr. Jason Thompson, principal of Sterlington High School, will present flowers to our football sweetheart, maid of honor, and queen. Ladies and gentlemen, I would ask that you please join me at this time in applauding Sterlington High School 2022 Homecoming Court. Congratulations, ladies.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors, they're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
Hey Panther fans, what do you do after an awesome night of Panther football? You bring on the bowling for the 5th quarter. Bayou Bowl is the official 5th quarter sponsor of Sterlington Panther football. Just right down the road and on the right is where you'll find all the 5th quarter action. Yummy snacks and cold drinks from Alligator's Grill is inside Bayou Bowl and open 7 days a week. It's the perfect place to celebrate a Panther victory. So come on, join us at Bayou Bowl after every game for the official 5th quarter.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Ron Bush is your go-to agent in Sterlington. So try combining home and auto today. Call 388-4663 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applications subject to State Farm under.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're seeing many documented improvements in patients, such as faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, better movement in the torso, and a reduced risk of falling. Their LSVT big
At Bears Towing and Recovery, customer service is our goal. We strive to give our customers quality at affordable rates. With an emphasis on personalized service, we guarantee you will be completely satisfied with our efforts. Contact us at 318-388-3021. Let our staff help you solve all your towing problems. And as always, go Panthers! Representing Northeast Louisiana homeowners and future homeowners, eXp Realtor David Bryant's creative, enthusiastic, and caring nature is perfect for matching each client's desires, as well as skillfully featuring a home's unique presence and character. As your realtor, David Bryant will be an advocate just for you. Contact eXp Realtor David Bryant today at 318-265-81. Cub House on the Bayou provides child care for infants, toddlers, preschool, and school-age kids. Located at 902 Pink Sideoid Road, the Cub House offers multiple student discounts, competitive pricing, and most of all, over 28 years of experience. Open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., Cub House on the Bayou is ready to love on your little ones today. So visit cubhouseonthebayou.com for more information.
Panther fans, we're back. Panthers lead 42-0 at the half. Halftime festivities are over. If you got to enjoy those were brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmerville. Again, I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Danny and Miss Monica Benoit and their sponsorship of Panther football. And as we've got just a few minutes, we'll be running clock the rest of the way. They've already agreed to that. We'll see a lot of guys. And so, folks, I'll go ahead and tell you, we've got a lineup in front of us. And we will do our best to try to get you all the names and numbers. It may not happen immediately, but we'll get it figured out. And William is an expert at spotting your babies, so he will get it, and we'll make sure.
You're not laying that pressure on me, big boy. I'll do the best I can.
We'll do our best, absolutely. We want to give those guys some recognition as they get a chance to play here shortly. I do want to give you some quick scores from around the area. Up at Oak Grove, or actually I believe that game is at Haynesville. No, they're at Oak Grove tonight. Haynesville leads Oak Grove 14-0. Union Parish over North Webster 41-14. That game actually started out 14-0 North Webster, and then it has been all Union Parish ever since. Looks like Oak Grove has scored right before the half to make it 14-7 against Haynesville. Washita Parish all over West Washita 55-7 in the second quarter. Carroll and Wassman in the fourth quarter tied at 10. Richwood leads Lincoln Prep 42-0. West Monroe over Pineville at the half, 33-0. And Ruston and Ash, Ruston 21-13 over Ash at halftime.
Got the kick return team out, and it looks like we got some substitutions starting already on that side of the ball. Tanner Bostic looks like he's back along with Nathan White. to take this kickoff.
This third quarter brought to you by Surge Entertainment. And William, this is something Coach Doty and I talked about. Really an interesting kickoff alignment. And I asked Coach Doty about it, just what he thought, the why behind it. And it's just interesting. And I don't say that as a joke or as a knock. I've just never seen anything like it. And
I know he said he was going to ask Coach after the game.
But they'll go down 3-point stance there on that far side. Here's the approach. There's the kick. White's going to take it right at the 20, begin to make his way upfield, looking for some blockers. He'll get cut down right at the 32-yard line, and that Panther offense will come out 1st and 10. Will be some big guys, Drew Whitlock, Landon Taylor. Trying to see who else is in that mix.
That's Nathan Riordan out there. Yeah, let's get them all in there.
It'll be on this sheet most likely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bax Young still, Sean McNair. Bostic will go as the lone wide receiver to the far side. Dylan Downs in at quarterback with Evans and Breen behind him. There's a snap. Quick give straight ahead to Evans. He's across the 35 up to the 36. Gain of about 3 and bring up 2nd down.
It'd be 2nd down and 7. Looking at that formation on that kickoff, man, one thing about it does probably prevents an offside, too. It could have been some of that because they got them right up on the line, and you're looking right down the line. But, anyway, yeah, you're right. I can't say that I've seen that, that
something
formation.
interesting.
It is kind of interesting. But, anyway, these Panthers, they've got the ball at the 36-yard line, at their own 36-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Again, as you said, it's going to be a running clock for the rest of the game.
Too tight, I formation. Bostic, the lone receiver, uncovered out here to the near side. There's a snap, counter give to Breen. He'll hop step across, gain about 2 to about the 38, and bring up a 3rd down. Tanner Bostic was all by himself.
There was nobody around Tanner Bostic.
Go ahead, you can have it, William.
You don't see that very often, but it's like Nathan Riordan is going to check out and –
having trouble making those numbers out.
Yeah.
Too tight, I formation again. Downs under center. There's a snap. Give straight ahead to Evans. He gets up to the 40, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and the first punt of the night for Aiden Parker.
Bryce Brooks was who checked in for Nathan Riordan. So now Aiden Parker checks in as the punter, so they'll be punting this ball back.
Parker is in to punt. Now on will trot number 3, T.Y. Manyweather for Bastrop. He'll drop back to his own 25-yard line for this punt. There's the snap over Parker's head. He's going to have to pick it up, maybe be able to get a kickoff, but he will just fall on at the 11-yard line.
Really the best thing he could do was to foul on that ball.
Yeah, well, he didn't get the first bounce.
Yep.
So the Rams will come on and take over 1st and 10 at their own at the Panther 12-yard line.
Looks like with the ball being turned over that deep in our territory, Coach Doty has opted to send the first team defense back out, try to prevent this score. So we have the starting defensive unit back out on the field. The Rams take the ball over at a 13 of the Panthers. 1st down and 10.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers far side, 1 receiver and an H-back to the near side. Manyweather in the backfield with Hawkins. Now man comes in motion. There's the snap. Going to be a give straight ahead to Manyweather. He'll be hit at the 10, drive ahead to about the 8, and that'll bring up a 2nd down.
Good solid tackle by Hayden Madden. Wrapped him up around the waist and pulled him down. He was able to pick up 5 yards on the carry. Got the ball down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Rams.
2 receivers and an H-back to the near side. 1 receiver to the far side. Hawkins calls for it. There's a snap. Give again to Manyweather, and he'll be tackled in the backfield.
Boy, that was a great play by Hatfield. Amari Hatfield playing at that linebacker spot. He was able to get him by the shirt, drag him down. That's going to be a loss on that carry, Ben. That's going to be back to the ball's going to be back at the 12-yard line, so that's going to set up a 3rd down and 8 for the Rams.
This third down brought to you by Bears Towing. Two receivers and the H-back again to the near side. One lone receiver to the far side. Hawkins drops back, looking for a quick swing, and it's in and out of his hands. Just out of his reach, actually, incomplete. And that'll bring up a go overhead door. 4th down for Bastrop.
Tried hitting Manyweather in the flats. His number 3 mate on the other side of the ball, Jackson King, was right there. Had he caught the ball, he'd ready to take him down. But again, fell incomplete. The ball is on the 12-yard line of the Panthers. The Rams are facing a 4th down and 8.
Two receivers near side, one receiver in the H-back to the far side. Hawkins calls for it, drops back. He's under pressure. Javarius Hobbs gives chase, and he makes the sack. That will be a turnover on downs, brought to you by Cub House on the Bayou back at the 30-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, Javarius Himes had nobody touch him. He came right after Hawkins, and Hawkins had nowhere to go. And Himes has got some speed. We've seen
Absolutely.
that. He tracked Hawkins down, and Hawkins really was not in a good position because Hayden Madden was coming from the front side too. Nice job of those two guys keeping him in their sights. Of course, Himes was able to drop him for the big sack. Sacked him all the way back at the 30-yard line of the Panthers. That was about an 18-yard loss.
Michael Bozeman is at center for the Panthers. Number 65 is also checked in. That's Bryce Brooks. I formation, Cody Copeland set behind Downs. He takes it straight ahead for a gain of about 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brooks will check out, and Riordan will check back in.
Looks like Nick Cooper is at the tailback position. Or is that – no, I'm sorry. That's Nathan White. You know, sometimes those numbers get squunched up, and it's hard to tell who's who. So the Panthers got it up to the 34-yard line on the carry by Cody Copeland. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
There's a snap. Downs keeps it, now pitches it back to number 29. That will be Nick Cooper.
I knew I wasn't seeing things.
White was at the wide receiver position.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be a loss of yardage and bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 8.
Got to trust my eyes sometimes.
Well, I saw what you saw. Yeah. Nathan was standing back at the tailback position and then walked up to the wide receiver position.
It ain't easy being a high school commentator.
Especially right now as they change numbers and kids get in the ball game.
That's right.
I'm going to have a legal motion. Had some confusion.
Boy. You know what, Coach Doty, it never stops as a head coach. Boy, he is livid. He's making his point.
Will be no flag. Panthers take the timeout. This timeout brought to you by Steward Medical Group. And I'll go ahead and tell you, that's not a timeout Coach Doty wanted.
No, absolutely wasn't. But, you know, when you got kids in their defense, they're running in and out. They're excited to be on the field.
It's a lot of subbing.
It's a lot of subbing. And you better pay attention because – if you don't get out there on the field when you're supposed to, you're in a doghouse and you'll never get back on the field again. So that, you know, I saw Peyton Robinson get in the game, and it wasn't him. I'm just saying I'm trying to get everybody that's in there.
Get all their names.
Get all the names I can. And folks, I'm not taking – you're not going to go there
I'm pretty sure it's the color commentators guy. I'm very careful how I say things.
You done lost it, man. There is no way. Last time I checked, they call you the voice of the Panthers, not me.
I'm pretty sure the one person listened to our broadcast, they would doubt that.
Oh, yeah.
We got all kinds of jokes tonight. Looks like Peyton Robinson will be the lone receiver out to the far side again. Nobody covers him. Up now, man runs out to try to cover him up. And he just lets it go. Receiver actually made a pass that's complete to McNair. He got a Downs Law Firm 1st down and a whole lot more into the 35-yard line in Ram territory.
Boy, did you see the hands on Sean McNair?
Unbelievable.
Man, his brother Brendan's going to be jealous. That joker played all those years, and I don't think he ever caught a pass, and his little brother gets out there and makes a catch. Heck of a job by McNair making the catch. Wow. John,
I lost McNair in kind of the wash. I thought he was just throwing it away.
No, well, John Barr better look out. 83's on. He's on a tear tonight, boy. Ripped the helmet off. Got good hair over there. Good job by McNair. Got the ball to the 34-yard line.
Good play
of the Rams. It's going to be 1st down and 10.
Two tight I formation. Downs under center. There's the snap. Quick give straight ahead to Copeland. He'll fight his way across the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Nice gain and bring up a 2nd down.
That was a nice run by Copeland. Ripped off some big yardage there. Got 6 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 2nd down and 4.
3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Surge Entertainment. Two tight I formation, lone receiver to the far side. There's a snap. Downs again, hands it straight ahead. I believe that's Gavin Evans. He'll get to the 25 and bring up 3rd down and 1.
Looks like Nathan Riordan's going to check back in.
Getting some mileage tonight.
Yeah.
Sideline to the huddle, sideline to the huddle.
Hey, big old Nathan's going to say, look, Coach, now, I'm a big guy. I like to stay out there. Bryce Brooks checks back out. But it's good to see those guys that put all that time in on scout team get out there and get some playing time.
Two tight I formation again. Downs goes under center with Evans and Cooper behind him. There's a snap. Give straight ahead. He'll have enough for a Downs Law Firm 1st down at the 23-yard line.
I mean, Ben, you still getting some good push up front with those subs in on that offensive line. You seeing in the middle of that line, you really seeing a lot of good action. Drew Whitlock, man, he had some dude down on the ground about 5 yards down the field. That's what you want to see when they get their opportunity. You want them to make hay while they can. So Dylan Downs comes to the sideline, gets that play call. Panthers have 1st down and 10 at the 23 of the Rams.
Two tight I formation again. Robinson, the lone receiver to the near side. There's a snap. Give straight ahead. He's going to punch up to the 21, be a gain of 2, and bring up 2nd down.
I believe that was Copeland on the carry. He picked up 2 yards, got the ball down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Panther fans, while we have a minute, I want to give a special shout-out to NELA Turf for sponsoring the highlight reel each week. You can find it at shspantherfootball.com. You can also check out the hype video and post-game interview brought to you by Ashley Storage. Two tight I formation, 1 receiver to the far side. Going to be a false start. Well, they're going to let it go. Illegal motion. Should come back 5 yards. Did the ball come out? I believe it's going to be a dead ball anyway.
It
Legal
should be
shift.
Legal shift. Nick Cooper took off a little bit
Got
quick.
a little excited. Also want to give a special thank you to Sparks Nissan Kia. They are the sponsors of our in-stadium TVs. If you're ever here and at a ball game at the concession stand, you don't have to miss a moment of the action thanks to Sparks Nissan Kia. Also, you'll notice under the stadium, 2 large 75-inch TVs brought to you by the committee to elect Lucy Holtzclaw for mayor of Sterlington, number 77 on the ballot. 20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Surge Entertainment. Our game sponsor tonight, also Boyett's Flooring. And again, thank you to our premier sponsor, McDonald's. I formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 2nd down and long, Downs under center. There's the snap. Counter play to this right side to Breen, puts his head down, gets up to the 20, maybe the 19, and that'll bring up 3rd down, but that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Panthers lead 42-0. We'll take the break, be right back to get you fourth quarter action in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Drew Breeze, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. Being a father of 4 children, I'm constantly looking for ways to provide great family experiences, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Community banking. It's not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. By providing a banking experience you can trust. Marion State Bank. Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Monroe, West Monroe.
Panther fans, we're back. Fourth quarter action brought to you by Marion State Bank. Panthers lead 42-0 in a game that's been all Sterlington running clock here in the second half. Downs takes it. Going to be a counter play to Bryant around that right side, trying to get outside. Thought he had a window. Gets back maybe half a yard. That'll bring up fourth down and a field goal try upcoming.
Yeah, Aiden Parker comes out onto the field. We'll set this ball up around the 25-yard line, so Aiden will be trying a 35-yard field goal here.
Panthers are in the Ron Bush red zone. This field goal try brought to you by David Bryant and the EXP team. Parker gets set. Carter Morris takes it. There's the hold, the kick. And I believe it is no good. No good. 11-15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Panthers still lead 42-0.
You know, Ben, this is, like you said at halftime, this is the kind of game the Panthers really need. They had an opportunity to really take control of this game and continue to do what they do. Builds on confidence. It gives them opportunity to work in game situations, you know, and on both sides of the ball, really just a good solid job all the way around.
And William, I was just looking at some of the numbers. I know we still got 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter and counting, but that Sterlington defense tonight has held Bastrop to 31 plays for 23 yards.
Wow. Well, you know, there's a lot of negative plays in there, a lot of tackles for loss, sacks.
Well, on the flip side, we've run 42 for 355.
How many did Colvin wind up with
Let's see.
tonight?
If I go down here, Colvin had 15 carries for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers and an H-back to the far side and 1 receiver to the near side for Bastrop. Hawkins in the backfield with number 10, Peyton. Calls for it. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Peyton around that right side, trying to find some room. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They'll keep the clock running. Gain of about 2, I believe.
I believe that was Sam Frazier in on the stop right now, and we got multiple substitutions going on. Looks like Tyler Brower's checking out along with Jaden Hall. Checking in is going to be Dalton Moody. And then number 85, you got Braden Bonner in there. I know Cody Copeland was pulling double duty. He was playing linebacker spot.
Yeah, Connor Justice is back at safety. Slant route intended for the H-back, number 22, in and out of his hands, incomplete, and that'll bring up a Bears towing third down.
Yeah, actually a good play there for Bastrop. Had him open on a quick slant. Just wasn't able to make the ball arrive right where it needed to be. But wasn't able to reel it in. You also have number 92, Grayson Gilmore. We've been seeing a lot of Grayson here lately. He's in at that defensive end spot. He's going to see some spot duty with the starting unit too.
It's going to be offsides against the Panthers. That'll make a third down and short upcoming.
Yeah, we got Chase Eswin in. Number 94 is checking in. That's going to be Caden Taylor.
Yeah, Caden Taylor. For our longtime Panther fans, Caden Taylor is the nephew of the man we call Big Will Merritt.
Yeah, I remember Big Will Merritt.
Big Will was a great guy, is a great guy, but played ball here and then went on to play at the University of Central Arkansas. Hawkins drops back out of the shotgun, throws a little out route. It's caught, and he'll be tackled, but he'll have a Rams first down up at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Cody Copeland along with Jaden Hall and Tyler Brower in on that stop. Good to see teamwork on that tackle.
Michael Douglas is also in the ball game.
Got number 4, David Hickman, is still on the field at the safety position.
Shotgun formation. Hawkins drops straight back. Takes a shot over the middle. Off the hands of Merriweather, incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Number 92, Gilmore, applying the pressure.
I'll tell you, Ben, I really like the way Hawkins plays. I really do.
He got an arm. There's no doubt.
He does. If he had a little more, I mean, if he could just keep it on line, you know, he sails it every now and then.
Some of that sailing is caused by the fact that there's blue jerseys coming in.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough on him. Second down and 10 for the Rams.
Hawkins drops back. We have a flag. Going to be false start against Bastrop. Back him up 5 yards. And it'll be second down 15.
Hayden Franklin, number 93, checks in. Braden
What
Hooter
a great
checks
guy.
out.
Hayden is such a great guy. Put the work in, and you love seeing a guy like him have success. Of course, the grandson of Coach Franklin over at Haynesville. And his dad, Tommy, doing a great job tonight for us on the PA.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't hear that big echo in the background, that is who Tommy Franklin is. Tommy, you want to get loud over there? If he makes a tackle, you'll hear it.
There we go. Shotgun formation. Hawkins drops back. Little out route. Going to be caught, and he'll be forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line, I believe, and that'll bring up – that was a Bears towing third down. No, this is Bears towing third down.
Yeah, that was Hickman came up to make the stop along with Dalton Moody there at that cornerback spot. Good job those guys combining on that stop.
Number 40, Jack Henry Good, has checked in at linebacker.
All right. Third down and 11 for the Rams. The ball is on their own 34-yard line. That clock continues to run. 6:26 in this fourth quarter.
2 receivers each side for Bastrop. Hawkins calls for it. There's the snap. He drops straight back. Gets a little pressure. Now going to have to run. He'll get tackled after about a 3-yard gain, and this will be a go overhead door, 4th down upcoming. Folks, I don't know if you can hear that, but Tommy was Hayden had a chance, just missed him.
And he's going to hear about it from Tommy.
was going to let him hear about it.
Yeah. Now, let me say, Jack Henry Good was in on that stop. Looked like may have had Grayson Gilmore in there as well. He was able to push the ball up to the 36-yard line. Rams offense stays out on the field. It's a 4th down, and let's call it a long 8.
I'm not sure
for the Rams.
Oh, we have a flag. I'm sorry, a flag back on the 40-yard line. Sideline warning against Bastrop. Won't be any yardage, but
apparently that was the second one.
Was it the second one? Okay.
Yeah.
Or was egregious enough that they'll access the yardage and bring up 4th down and a long ways. Bastrop keeps the offense on the field. 5 minutes and counting here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Marion State Bank.
I believe they opted to go ahead and bring the punting unit on.
Let's see if Sterlington will drop someone. Let's see. Everybody's asking who gets the drop back.
Man, drop Dalton Moody back.
Thought he was going.
Man, Dalton was on it now.
They're going to just choose to play it safe. So there's a snap. Almost blocked. It's kicked away. Moody thinks about it and then backs away from it wisely. And the ball will be down at the Panther 42-yard line.
You know,
Moody
was thinking about it.
You could see his eyes from here. He was thinking, this could be my highlight.
He's like, I'm number 80. I'm a receiver. I'm getting this bad boy. And then he thought, man, if I come over, Coach Sims and Coach RJ is going to blow me up. So I better just not do that.
Yep, backed away from it.
Hey, I couldn't blame him. I mean, Moody's been in this program for a long time. I'd love to see him take that. But Panthers have it at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
I formation, 2 receivers to the far side. There's the snap. Give straight ahead to Evans. He'll gain about 2 and bring up 2nd down.
Looks like Christian Matt is in at the tailback position.
Mr. Mott.
Number 15. Landon Taylor, I believe, is at number 52.
Yes, Landon's been in at tackle.
Yeah, I know he had a foot issue at one time.
He's back. I formation, 1 receiver to each side. Downs under center. There's the snap. Give straight ahead to Evans. He gains another yard, and that'll be it. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers.
They continue the shuttle
Carol
system.
Wassman's in overtime, William. 10-10 in the first overtime.
Seriously, we always talk about throwing records out. That is one, as you said, you literally throw the records out. There is so much pride between those two programs. They don't go down easy.
I formation, 2 receivers near side. There's the snap. Counterplay to this near side. He's still running. That's number 15, Mott, all the way down to the 43-yard line for a Downs Law Firm first down.
Heck of a run by Mott. Man, boy, that's a good run.
Christian Mott.
Yeah,
tag team work going on.
Got to help old Tommy over there.
Well, he doesn't have that roster that we got. I told you I got that one earlier. And
folks, getting a complete roster around here is like finding the Holy Grail. Ben showed me before the game, and he said, "Do not lose this. Look what I have." And it's like every number on here.
Well, and folks may not realize this. We started the season with 105 players, and so real early, Coach kind of went to a travel squad and a sideline squad each night. Just because 105 players on the sideline is a lot to try to manage during a game when you're really only playing 40 players. Yeah. So the roster has been a work in progress, and I think it's finally completed. So we'll have all that, and glad to have all that. Do have an injury timeout. One of the Bastrop Rams is down. He is now up, and will little gingerly walk to the sideline.
It looks like that may be a
little more gingerly than what he at first thought, but
yeah, looks like that's going to be a.
Not sure. They'll get him looked at, and
that looks like that's going to be an ankle injury there.
Yeah, there you go. Start walking a little slowly, working it out.
Yeah.
All right, Panther offense will come out 1st and 10 on the Ram 43-yard line. 2:38 remaining, 42-0.
Yeah, the Panthers have a first down and 10, as you said. That clock will start on the snap of the ball. It's at 2:36 now. Actually, that started already.
Lord, looks like Bastrop's going to go to a zero. What they call it, the zero defense blitz all. They have got everybody either on the line of scrimmage or within 4 yards. I formation, 2 receivers to the far side. There's a snap. Give straight ahead to Evans. He'll gain about a yard and bring up 2nd down.
Well, at this point, the Panthers are going to run the ball. So Cody Copeland's going to check back in.
2nd down, 9 upcoming.
Gavin Evans will check out.
150 and counting, 42-0. Wassman and Carroll now headed to a 2nd overtime, tied at 10. I would like to know from over there just how many times has it been a defensive struggle? I formation for the Panthers. Going to be a counterplay to the near side. Cooper will gain about 5, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, had a good run. Good job of that offensive line up front, getting that edge sealed. Looks like probably Panthers may go into the victory formation here. They got 3rd down.
Looks like they will run one more play. I formation, 2 receivers to the far side. There's a snap, counterplay to the near side. Cooper's got it again. He'll have a Downs Law Firm first down up to the 31-yard line, and that should do it.
Yeah, that'd get a first down.
40 seconds counting play clock will start, but I believe that will be the final play of the ball game tonight. Again, the 4th quarter was brought to you by Marion State Bank. And I believe we will have a post-game interview brought to you by Ashley Storage in a few moments when Amanda has a chance to get to Coach Doty. And, William, while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and start wrapping this up. Panthers hang 376 yards of offense tonight and hold Bastrop to 39 yards of offense on 37 plays. And I know for Coach Doty, one of the biggest things he'll be excited about tonight is anytime you can pitch a shutout.
Yeah, that's a big deal. When you put a goose egg on the board, you like to see that. I know last year that was one thing that we just never could seem to get was that goose egg. It was elusive until we got to the semifinals against Church Point. It couldn't happen in a bigger situation.
Absolutely.
But it's really a testament to your defense. You know, Coach Doty brought the first team back in on that snap over Aiden Parker's head to start that second half. And I think that was intentional.
Absolutely.
To try to keep that 0 score on the board. And that's no disrespect to Bastrop. It's just when you work hard, that's a reward to try to get that goose egg pitched.
Absolutely. And really proud of our guys tonight coming in, handling business. I don't think that can be overstated, folks, just the way that our guys came in and took care of business. Bastrop, it absolutely is not a great powerhouse as they once were. I'm not going to try to oversell that. But a lot of athletes that really can cause you some problems. And that defense came in tonight and handled it.
Well, that was what was impressive about what the defense did, because if you get just a crease with these guys, they got the speed and the ability to get away from you. And we saw that with Richwood as well. So it's not like we were playing a team that just didn't have any talent whatsoever. Bastrop absolutely has the talent. And then when you look at the other side of the ball offensively, as you said, we took care of business on the opposite side of the ball there. You know, the offensive line did a great job controlling that line of scrimmage all night long, got those running lanes open. We saw Mason Lawhon hit those 2 touchdowns to John Barr. So, you know, all aspects of the game were working tonight, and it was just really it was just a good performance overall. And you had the big punt return by Jay Bonner, so the special teams did their job too.
Let's kick it down to Amanda for the.
Hey, Coach, we just got a great win. It's homecoming, 42-0. Tell me a little bit about the game, what you thought about your younger players, and what's to come for your Union next week.
Well, you know, just proud to win a ball game. Thought our kids played really well. Got some things we got to clean up and get better at. But, I mean, you know, it's great to come out here, had a great crowd, good win for us.
We did have a good win, and some of the younger guys got to play tonight. They look really good on the field whenever it comes to Union next week. What are you expecting? You expect the same crowd? Do you expect for a win?
Well, I think we'll have a whole bunch of people there for sure, and so will they. It'll be a dogfight, but until then, we're going to enjoy this one. Go Panthers.
Thanks, Coach. That's another Panther win right here. It's homecoming 2022. Go Panthers.
Well, Panther fans, you heard it from Coach Doty. As always, some things to clean up, but mostly pleased with this and really just wants to enjoy this one. Of course, we the fans know what's looming next week on Thursday night. Folks, don't forget that. On Thursday night, we do travel up to Union to take on the Union Parish Farmers, led by Trey Holly. But I'm kind of with Coach Doty. There's time to talk about all that. You need to enjoy this one. You guys came out, did what they needed to do, took care of business, and got the big win on homecoming.
Yeah, you certainly didn't want to get caught looking down the road. And, you know, what speaks well of this team and the coaching staff is the fact that you had homecoming, all the distractions that come along with that. You got a team that's coming off a good win against a good Richwood squad who's up tonight. And so you got Union the next game, and so it would be so easy to get distracted by all that was going on and what's coming down the road. But as you said, they were focused. They took care of business tonight. That's a big, big testament to the team, the coaching staff, of keeping them focused. So, I mean, hey, tonight was a good night.
Absolutely.
And celebrate it for 24 hours, and then, hey, we'll get ready for Union next week.
Absolutely. You know, and William, I keep going back to before the season, I don't know if Doty realized how much this would ring true, but he told us in the very beginning that when it comes to week 7, he believed we would be where we wanted to be. And right now, with the way these guys have come on the last couple of weeks, I'm not saying we're going to shock the world the rest of the way, but I will tell you, improvement every week, and that's what you want to see.
Well, and a couple of things to mention, too. He's starting to get guys in positions where they need to be.
Yeah.
And that's a big key. When you have a high school program like this, you may have a guy that's been playing on the offensive side of the ball up through his sophomore year or freshman year, and all of a sudden you figure out, you know, he's a better fit on the defensive side of the ball,
that's
maybe
right.
the secondary linebacker, somewhere like that. And so I think Coach Doty's starting to see some of those younger guys that give him options,
yeah,
whether starting or in a rotational primarily in a rotational
Yeah.
position, and so that's huge. And again,
Absolutely.
I go back to last year, we were still moving guys around as deep in the season as North Webster.
Yep.
And about the time we hit Jennings, which was week 5, we had that locked down.
Absolutely.
Of course, so I think that's a great point you make, Ben. And as you said, we're not saying it's going to be that run start next week, but I tell you, we're seeing improvement. That's very encouraging.
Absolutely. Well, folks, thanks for joining us tonight. Again, a big win for your Panthers tonight, 42-0 over Bastrop. Do want to give a special thank you again to our premier sponsor, McDonald's, our game sponsor, Boyett's Flooring, and as always, a big thank you to Empire Media, Miss Amanda Lyon and her team with Heath Griffin, Ryan Howard, Tyler Falk, KP, Kayla Beaver, all of them. Jesse, I can't name them all. They are incredible the way they make this happen week in and week out. You guys get to enjoy this, not because William and I can talk, but because they can make it happen and let you see it.
Jesse's the party guy up here. We can't keep him settled
Just
down.
calm down.
Dude, that man is all over the place up here.
But every week it happens for you, and so we'll have you next week. I do want to make one quick announcement. If you're looking for the Coaches Show, it will not air until Wednesday night at 6:30, and it will just be audio. Fall break happening next week. We're all kind of running different directions, but the audio will be made available for you on YouTube at 6:30 on Wednesday night. And then, of course, kickoff at Union, 7 p.m. on Thursday night, and as the Panthers travel up to take on the Farmers. I do want to give you one quick update. Carroll and Wassman in the third overtime, 18-18.
Jeez,
unbelievable.
Man. Wow.
Well, Panther fans, for William Handy, Chris Sturdivant, I'm Ben Hackler. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Go Panthers.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Empire Media and Management. Any unauthorized reproduction is strictly prohibited.